it's time to check out these challenges. They're gonna start off very easy over here, and then we're gonna get through. Melting of Time. We're melting time, Mage Wolf. This is only on PS5 and PC right now, Lizzie. So we got Landstorm Challenge 1. Kill all of the enemies in less than 160 seconds. So a lot of these are timed. A lot of these remove certain spells, give you certain spells. Sometimes they have time travel, sometimes they do not. They're revisiting all the old maps. So yesterday, Iona had asked if we have level select. We don't necessarily have chapter select or anything like that, but we do revisit a lot of the maps. Or we revisit like 80% of the maps. I think like 1 or 2 levels don't have. Yo, Sunny Bunny, welcome in. You watched Coco stream yesterday and saw her play this game, and I wanted to check it out more. It looks fun. Thank you, Sunny. I appreciate that. Nice to see you. I was just talking about Coco before. So I think Coco actually, when she went to into the main story, she ended up doing this challenge also. So what do we have here? We have a little bit of mana at the forefront, and the way that you want to approach a lot of the puzzles in TimeMelters is look at how much mana is readily available to you, and then look at the map to see where you can use that mana. The main goal is to get more mana. Okay, so let's see. We have a greater moonstone here, which attracts mana, and then we have a bunch of trees here. So obviously I want to put mana into one of these trees because it gives me more mana, and I want to put another one in this tree because it gives me even more mana, and then I activate the moonstone so that all that mana flies towards me, because if I look in the middle here, there's 20 guys that I can't kill. So we're gonna go to our body and we're gonna kill these guys. We're gonna activate everything, and we have 160 seconds to kill all these. Good morning, Tessa. How you doing? Sunny Bunny, I'm doing a giveaway. If you want to try and win a chance to win a key, do exclamation point ticket right now, and you're gonna get a chance to win. Everyone can get 1 ticket. We're gonna fly up into the air over here with Spirit Sight. We're gonna add a mana over there and a mana over here. We're gonna go back to our body. These guys are all gonna get yeeted. Our lovely yeet tree. It was really funny. Coco, every single time one guy got yeeted, she was laughing so much. She could not get over how funny it was when these guys just get friggin' flung through the air. Yo, BBK, get that ticket. 2 minutes and 40 seconds is very specific. What do you mean, Citizen Tay? You're doing well, other than it's gonna be a hot day. It's hot everywhere. Did I not activate this? I did not activate this. What is wrong with me? Yo, Gio, welcome in. Thank you very much for that follow. Really appreciate that. How you doing today? The trees are the best part. The trees are hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna get all this mana from these trees. We still have 90 seconds, so I kind of wasted a little bit of time. Now, the main draw of most of this is that you want to drop a fire spirit underneath the tree and activate the tree. It's the best combo in the entire game. What's it called? The fire spirits draw aggro for stuff. So you want to drop them in places to pull people away, and you also don't necessarily want to drop a fire spirit like right in the middle of a group of enemies, because that's not very effective. They only have 1 HP, much like yourself. So the minute you start putting this, like here, I'm gonna waste mana and show you what I mean. If I put a fire spirit right here, it's gonna hit 1 person, maybe 2, and then they're gonna hit it and it's gonna just disappear because it doesn't have any HP. You have to be very smart about where you place these in order to maximize their damage. So you want to put them at, like, you know, the edge of their range so that they have time to attack. That, and after that one pulls aggro, I can put this one further back. See, it only pulled a few of them. I could drop that one over there. As they move, they'll only go towards one thing, but as the aggro pulls in, I can kind of turn around and take these guys out. So see, if you want to, and every single challenge we do is going to unlock a trophy, by the way. But as you place fire spirits around in different areas, it will draw their aggro to different ones, so that the other ones can still get their attacks. And so even if you lose like a couple of shots on one, you still have a chance to maximize the attack of the other fire spirits. So that's a little bit there. We're going to get through a lot of higher level strategies for a lot of these challenges. So this one's a bit different. This is Admiral Awesome. He had a resub yesterday. Admiral Awesome's challenge. So again, for the Kickstarter we had people be able to add challenges to the game, or add achievements to the game, and we named a lot of our achievements after the people that backed the Kickstarter at that pledge level. You're doing good. I'm doing good, Gio. What's up? Have you tried the game yet, or are you just interested in TimeMelters? Where did you see it? It's actually really not that hot today. Well, I guess maybe not in Europe, Iona. Over here, it's been ridiculous. Kill all enemies, 160 seconds. 2 minutes. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. 2 minutes and 40. That's true. It is highly specific. You love the trees? So this one's a bit different. We have to help the villager reach this point over here. Now, the big problem with this is that we can't actively help him. All we can do is go into Spirit Sight and use our spells. You came from Thorlar's stream. Well, that's awesome, Geo. Thorlar's awesome. Really love that guy. He's a lot of fun. I met him a little while ago on Discord, and we've been friends for a little bit, so that's really cool. I was able to actually help make this game, and so I'm really happy I was able to send some stuff over to Thorlar so he can check it out. Now our main thing is that I need to... Whoop. I should have used the mana here. Let me pause. The mana that I got at the very beginning of this level, I should have flown up right away, and you want to use an Earth Spirit here to delay this guy. You could use a Fire Spirit if you want to kind of turn him around, but the Earth Spirit is enough, but you have to go there fast. It was 106 here yesterday, and it's supposed to be about that hot for the next 3-4 days. Damn, Devilman, that is way hot. Anyways, if I got the mana at the beginning, you want to fly towards here so that you use an Earth Spirit to stop the plague from killing the villager. Now we're gonna want to... I mean, I could get more mana. There's a little bit more. There's some more guys over here and over here. But what I could do is just wait for this guy to kind of pass this wall. So we have these lesser moonstones. When we close them, it will actually block the paths for certain things. So let me pause. Let me block that guy. Now what we want is... See this guy... we don't have the path anymore. He's gonna come up this way. So what I want to do is block this path now so that he comes down this way, and then I'm gonna activate this tree, because there's no way that he's gonna go through 15 guys, and there's nothing I can do to stop those guys from killing him. So let's go back down. Now I have to kill these guys to get the mana. I'm gonna use the rest of this mana in order to help him secure his route through the next area. Let me just do this. There's a couple more guys here. So basically get mana, fly up into the air, get mana, fly up into the air, use the mana to help this guy get through. So the main thing is Earth Spirit to stop the plague, close the wall. Close the second wall to stop him from going to these 30 guys, and then you have to activate both of these trees. Now the last group over here, this is our combo we were talking about before. Drop a Fire Spirit, drop a guy with a tree over here, it draws them in, kills them good, and then that's the challenge. Oh shit, I also have hockey tomorrow. Oh shit, hockey's back, Devilman, that's awesome. I take high temperature over high humidity. Hope you don't mind me asking, but Thorlar is a little confused as to whether he should be playing the full version or the demo with the key you gave him. So he's playing, I mean, it's up to him. It's up to him. We gave him a, it's a special build. It's a special build, but if he wants to jump into the full game, it's entirely up to him, Satsuki. The special build that we gave was just kind of brings you directly into the gameplay, shows you the mechanics, shows you a little bit of story. It was just an easier way to get people into the best part about it. But if he wants to jump into the full game, all he has to do is remove the beta, and it'll download the full game, and he can jump into that. It's up to him. Okay, so next challenge. That one was easy enough. We have kill all enemies in less than 220 seconds using 3 echoes. There you go, Tay. It's even worse now. 220? Not even 4 minutes. Now hear me out, Duo. Have you tried telling him no? Telling him no. This season is only 8 games. That's so weird, Devilman. I take high temperature over high humidity. I mean, high humidity and high temperature is the worst combo, but yeah, if it was a dry heat, I wouldn't mind, Iona. Thank you, Satsuki. So this one is a bit different now. This is the biggest challenge in this level. This is the one that actually has some time travel in it. We have to kill all of these enemies, including 3 plagues, in a little under 4 minutes. A little under 4 minutes. And this one has the void stones. So all of these challenges unlock as you go through the game. So you can always exit the story mode, start doing some challenges. I'm doing them all right now. And so we're going to see a lot of kind of eclectic sort of challenges as we go here, because they're unlocked in different orders, and as you unlock them, it's because we didn't necessarily want to spoil different spells and different things, and we didn't want people to get frustrated with new mechanics they didn't understand yet. So every challenge kind of unlocks with the new knowledge that you already have. Okay, that was the other reason why we didn't really show off all the perks at the beginning, because you don't know some of the spells, so there's no point showing you what these perks even do, because you don't know what any of the spells are. That is insane humidity. 21 Celsius, but it feels like 35. That is nuts, Iona. Oh my god, yeah. Close to 100%. So what do we want to do here? We have a plague in the front here, and there's multiple ways to deal with a plague. So what we want to do... I can get a cheeky hit on the back of this guy if I'm careful. I could wait a little bit. I don't necessarily have to do this. If I do this, it's just gonna take a lot longer for me to get this done. But I can cheekily wait for him to be kind enough to show me his back. Then he's gonna run at me. So now he's going to be chasing me, but now in my future timeline, my Echo's going to have to wait for this guy to kind of turn around. I should probably, at this point, we're going to be good. Let me go back in time. I'm using myself as bait, but since I got the first hit, all of these plagues typically need 3 hits to die, but in this challenge, they only need 2. And we should probably write that somewhere, but that's okay. So now I'm just kind of waiting for my past self to wait for this guy to turn around. It's a little bit slow here, but we're going to go back in time and deal with this afterwards. So he's going to turn around. I'm using my old self as bait. He is fully aggroed on that guy. As long as I don't get like within 2 feet of him, he should stay aggroed there. I can get around nice and easy and then kill him. Now, these void stones work as teleporters. We're going to go to the red one on the left over here. Now, if I pause, we made it all the way over here. So we were over there before by the blue portal. Now we're over here. I have a couple of enemies that can give me mana that I will use to kill all of the enemies over here. But first off, we're going to try and get this guy. I'm going to get another cheeky hit on the back of him as long as he's facing away. And I'm going to get another cheeky hit on the back of this. Oh, see, there you go. Messed up. Well, I mean, I didn't mess up. There's not much I could have done. I could do an Earth Spirit here, stop him dead in his tracks. I'm going to knock him in the back. I'm going to activate this tree. Now this guy's going to run into the tree and he's going to get dummy smacked. Boom. Dead. I get the mana from him. I can come over here and kill these guys. Now, I could use the tree there, but they're not close enough, so I'd have to use even more mana to kill them. So I'm just going to come here and kill these guys. I'm going to have to reload my mana here, so let me just get that to reload, and we're going to kill these guys. Perfect. Now, what I want to do, I only have 100 seconds left, which is not that much time, but if I put a teleport over here and then go back in time, I'm going to avoid my 2 echoes at the beginning trying to kill these ones. I hope 100 seconds is enough time, because the main problem with some of these challenges is when you're going back in time, I still have 1 time rewind left. If I had to use all of my time rewinds, I probably wouldn't have enough time for my echo to actually kill everything. So I have to be very careful here. I kind of want to pull this guy away just because I don't want the tree to get him. Is that gonna work? Oh, okay, I have to be careful here. I don't want the tree to actually kill him because it's gonna waste all its charges. No, well, he's dead, but now these guys aren't. That was exactly what I was trying to avoid. Once a tree attacks a plague, it loses all of its charges. And so the RNG of if it's gonna attack the plague versus the other 4 enemies under it, you don't know what's gonna happen. So I was trying to pull the plague away with the fire spirit, but I kind of activated the tree too soon and the plague monster got rooted underneath it, and so that was my problem. Now that we're running out of time here, I could actually cause time distortion and pull these guys towards the trees. They should actually die within the next 30 seconds, and as you can see, my echo here, I caused time distortion. I pulled the enemies away. My echo doesn't actually react to what happens in the world, but the enemies do. My echo is just in another timeline, not even paying attention. She's just doing the same thing she did before. So when you cause time distortion like that, in that way it doesn't matter because I did it on purpose, but sometimes you do it by accident and you're not realizing that you're actually pulling enemies that were gonna die away. So you have to really think about that. Yo, Safe Haven, welcome in. How you doing? I would probably agree, but it's really dry where I live, so I'm just not used to humidity. Anytime I experience it, I feel like I'm going to die. It's really bad, Devilman. Honestly, it's not great. You're not great. I'm sorry to hear that, Safe Haven. You're here in trophy. What's up, Austin? We're going to be getting every single one of these gives me a trophy. It's going to be a big trophy-filled day. So we're on to the next area. We're on New Risen. So that was Landstorm. That's the first level in the game. We have New Risen. I'll probably do a giveaway by the time we finish off Caliburg, and then we'll do another one after we finish off every level on the right. So New Risen, survive the 5th trial with only 1 echo. So the 5th trial in New Risen was the one where you have the plague at the end in the cave. So this is a bit different. This game has more brain cells than me. Sunny Bunny, it is ridiculous. There's a lot of stuff to this, but this is also after beating the entire campaign, so you should be a little bit more used to it. You love this game so much. Your team did an amazing job. We were 3 people that made this, Satsuki. It's kind of insane. Morning Taxi, how you doing? What is up? I appreciate that though, Satsuki. I really do. Thank you very much for that. It really does mean a lot, honestly. So what do we have here? I didn't actually pause to show you. We have a bunch of enemies that give me mana, and then we have 1 plague that we need to kill. But we also have like no way to we have a lot less time rewind. But if you kill all the enemies, they do give me a fair amount of mana. So I could do all that. Now we can go back in time. It'll let my cooldown reset. I don't have any more time rewinds though, so what I'm gonna do is put a teleport just in case. Just 3, that's crazy, man. We were just 3 people that made this game. Just 3. It is pretty crazy at first. So now he pulled the aggro for everything. He's gonna do the... There, she's gonna do that. I have the cooldown for... my earth spell, so I should be able to do that again. Now, the plague is gonna turn around. And then I'm gonna get the hit in right now. There you go. Now I could use another Earth Spirit. I could use my teleport. I could knock this person down. There's so many different options I have. I could also use a Fire Spirit, although I wouldn't necessarily recommend that in this situation since it's such a tiny arena. But there's so many different options you have to take care of a plague. But when you're panicked because it's running towards you, you forget all of them. Pretty crazy at first, but just like anything, once you play a bit and spend some time, you'll get used to the way of thinking that it is needed to solve these kinds of puzzles. There's some of them are pretty insane. This 15 USD, it is. So I love indie games. On PS5 right now, it's 40% off for the next 10 days until July 22nd. Okay, so the next puzzle. This one's very interesting. And mainly because I remember watching a streamer play this in the early access. And when he saw this, I remember him talking about just how the experience of seeing this the first time was like a wow moment. Because when he played it, when you're doing this trial in the actual game, there's nothing here. There's no enemies. And it's very straightforward. It's trying to teach you a mechanic that the teleport portals don't... the teleport ability doesn't disappear when you go back in time. So when you come to this level and see 3 plagues in your way and you're trying to do the same thing, it's like, oh my god. It's like such a different feel together. That's why I love indie games. Only a few people get together to create an amazing game. Thank you, Sonny. On call. You're on call today, Taxi. Gotta head to work. I'll catch you later, Lizzie. Have a good one. It's a really gross feeling. Well, yeah, the humidity is very gross feeling for sure. High humidity is also pretty rare here. Can't move without being sweaty instantly, pretty much. There's $12 on PS5 in the US if you have PS Plus. Oh, there's an extra PS Plus discount, Devilman. Okay, so what do we got here? I have to get through all of the plagues. All of the plagues. So, I have a ton of echoes, and I have a little bit of mana. Originally, we didn't even have that mana, by the way. We added that just to make it a little bit easier. I did this the very first time, and I'm going to show you how. A very weird way, by the way. So there's no time limit for this one, aside from the portal, but I'm gonna do this in a very weird way. I'm not gonna kill any of these, okay? When I did this, like, because I didn't create this puzzle, my boss did, and he's like, here, try and do this. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, okay, and then I did it in one shot, and he's like, because it was not what he expected at all. So I'm gonna attack this guy. I'm gonna run away. I have both of these guys coming at me. That's fine. Yo, Somber, welcome in. And we're gonna go back in time again. I still have 2 rewinds, which is what I want. We're waiting over here with her. She's gonna draw that one's, then she's gonna draw the next ones. It's a very interesting way to do this. But again, you only have to cross the breach. You don't have to kill anyone. Now she's gonna attack them. Perfect. I'm gonna run around this guy. Perfect. We're gonna come up here. This guy's gonna come towards me. Come on. I'm gonna knock him down with my knockback ability. I'm gonna run behind him and put a teleport. And there you go. That's it. Easy peasy. I didn't even use any of my mana. I didn't kill anyone. I just went behind everyone and used my echoes as bait and then just walked around people. Easy. I saw a streamer partner has followed for years, has played it co-op. He's also on your Steam page for the game. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Kaif. Yeah, Misty. They played the game. We never contacted them. They just played it and I saw it. And we contacted them. Oh, do you mind if we use some of your video to make a video? And we sent them keys and we were hoping they were going to continue playing the game, but they played about halfway. I'm not sure if they ever finished it. Congrats on the application. I wish you all the best. Yes, seriously, Yono. Good luck with that. Hopefully you hear back sometime soon. You're still playing Battletech, Yono? What do you have left in that game? I saw a streamer partner. Yeah. No, they were really cool, Misty. Misty, how are you doing today? So what do we have here? Kill the 3 plagues. So this one is the This one might take me a little bit. You're gonna see me die or lose a couple of these challenges probably. This level is actually very challenging. We're gonna be in the last, it's the same as the first challenge in New Arisen, but we have 3 plagues to kill. Oh, okay, so we made it a bit easier. This was a balance change that I don't remember. There's a couple of undead there. Does that help me very much? I'm not sure. We only have 1 teleport. This level's very, very difficult. How am I doing this? How am I doing this? I can't remember. I'm probably gonna fail this a couple of times. Ideally, you want to get at least 1 hit on these guys. That's not good. Yeah, see, this is already bad. This is already bad. This is already bad. Morning. Usually I try to get at least 1 hit on that, but I needed to get further away. I can get another hit here, but there's just, I have the ability to go in, oh, okay. The other one has also my soul, so I should be able to kill him. I should be able to kill him and get that other soul. Let me just do you. Knocked him down. I need all these guys coming towards me. Oh, they're not all coming. That's a little on the rude side. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Not gonna work. I'm dead. Oh no, I had to teleport. Right. Let's see. If I do you and attack you guys like that. I need the orb to come in clutch. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. I have a little bit of mana here. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I was able to clutch this, but that was really bad. I can't recreate that. That was awful. That was legit awful. I got enough mana to kill these guys to actually kind of win, but it was really not... That was not pretty. Not pretty. I wish I could analyze what we did. So what happened? Okay, if I was going to analyze that... because that was bad. That was bad. That was lucky. Originally that level, let me jump back in here and have a look. Because that was really bad. So we did a little balance change that I was not aware of. We added 2 undead there with mana. They have 2 souls, which allowed me to use the orb. Okay. So let's have a quick look here. Originally this level only had the 3 plagues. And the way I did it before was it was very difficult. I had to basically wait for like 2 of them to not really face me from a weird angle and try and get double hits in on them. Right now we have, it's hard to see, but we have the undead. These should actually disappear since we're so close, but anyways. We have the 2 bone walkers. They give us 2 souls. That allowed me to use the orb that instantly hits their back, which was pretty much the biggest clutch we could do. I got a free hit on one of these while they were still trying to they're trying to notice me in the first place. Sometimes it takes them a little while to see you, and so they won't instantly run at you. So I was able to get that hit on him. I also had my teleport that saved me. I did the knockback ability to get a couple of more hits in, but the main thing was the fact that the undead give me, the bone walkers give me souls so I can use the orb. And then once these guys start dying, one of them gave me a soul, so I was able to use the shadow form ability to go invisible and lose my aggro. And the other one gave me a spirit, and I was able to use that as a root. And so all of those combined allowed me to solve this. But that was I solved that by the hair on my the hair on my chinny chin by the skin of my neck. It was very tight. I'm very surprised I was able to do that, but that's just ad-libbing that. Like I probably should have failed that. I could have probably done it a lot better, but the main goal is to use the souls to get to do the orb, basically. Your game has reached the rank of Andy breaks a controller. No way, Andy. They're on your what now? The chinny chin chin, Neri. The skin of your teeth is the expression. Skin of my teeth, skin of my neck, skin of my teeth. Thank you. I always forget that one. I don't know why. Neri, what's up? Andy, you broke a controller? Why? What happened? I won't say a thing. Maybe Taxi can explain that. Dude, the skin of your teeth. I punched. Oh my god. No, stop fight, Freddy. Andy, why? Andy. Oh man. We should have played co-op, Andy. We should have played co-op. Would have been a beautiful experience. Okay, so what do we got in this one? This one is a very interesting level. We have the time goes 10 times faster. So Dusk and GG Andy, Bosch, welcome in. I'm getting ganked all the time. It's not easy, Andy. How does that make you feel, Duo? I've always wanted to watch a dev react to the rage they cause. Oh man, oh man. I mean, I feel bad. I don't want Andy to lose controllers, and I want to help him. I want him to succeed. I don't want him to have fun, not rage. Not rage. Okay, so what do we got here? This challenge is gonna change night and day 10 times faster, and we have to save Lord Uramil over here with 25 guys. Now there's a sneaky little lesser moonstone here, and I'm going to show you how to use it, because typically you wouldn't be able to. Now since night falls every 15 seconds, you want to go very quick to get as much mana as possible from these enemies, because it's going to be very hard to kill the bone walkers and get any mana when the night falls. Did I not kill you? I thought I killed you. Okay, now that we have this, we have all of the mana. Now these guys are way too far past that wall. So what I need to do is drop a fire spirit here. That's gonna pull them all the way back. That's gonna pull them all the way back. And what I want to do is split them. So I split them right there. I put one in here, one in here. Now this is a big brain play. You don't have to do that. I could have let them all go across here, but then you only have so many trees on this side. Let's go back down to our body. We'll take on the rest of these. Darkstone, welcome in. How you doing? Bosch, how you doing today? What is up? Hopefully you're having a good one. Okay, so night falls again. We got a little bit more mana here. I'm gonna drop another one over here. That should take care of all of these guys. They're gonna go up the long way, but there's 9 of them, so there's actually a little too many. I'm gonna drop another fire spirit here. There's one guy that lived, because there's 11 on this side. I didn't split them perfectly, and I still need to kill the rest of these enemies. So let me just come over here and kill these guys, and that is probably the easiest way to do this level. The easiest way to do this level. They're all dead. We're just waiting for these guys to run up. I can actually just drop some fire spirits here if I want. You're all good? No, it's fine. It was half broken anyways. I just sent it on its last journey. Damn, Andy. Just wait for the 100% platinum walkthrough video coming out soon. It's coming out soon, Bosch. Saying that after Spartan coach Andy on Slay the Spire. Oh my god, Neri. You're getting ganked. Which mission are you on now, Andy? Andy made it really far, by the way. Like Andy is getting ganked, like he said, like near the end of the game. So it's not like he's early on or anything like that. Like he made it through a lot. But some of the later levels can get pretty tricky, even on the easier modes. All right, so that was the Sunsets and Rises 10 times faster challenge 1 in Dusk Apple. We're gonna go to Lamont's challenge. Save Amanan using 4 echoes. Let's check it out. I'm okay. Went to the grocery store and eating croissants now. Probably gonna watch a Naruto episode, then play Daxter. How's you? I'm doing pretty good, Bosch. I'm doing pretty good. You're watching Naruto. Which episode are you on? Safe Haven. So I missed your answer before. Like, I'm sorry to hear you're not doing too good. What'd you say? It's a mix of the heat and the rain causing my neuro. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Safe Haven. That sucks. The weather has been kind of crazy everywhere, honestly. You're good? I was playing a game. Well, that's good, Darkstone. What were you playing? Fighting Amina out of my mind. I just got the possession spell. Oh, yeah, that part's the hardest. Possess the plagues, Andy. Possess the plagues. That's what you want to do. Use your drain life and possess the plagues. They will kill the other ones. And then use the wrath spell and the orb spell together if you have enough souls. And then that will just wreck everything. Wrath, then orb, and then drain life into the orb, and you just melt all of the stuff, Andy. All of the stuff. Okay. So this level, again, rises and sets 10 times faster, and we're trying to save Amanan here. The first timeline of everything, we want to get as much mana as possible, so we're going to go up the left side and try and take out as many of those bone walkers with these villagers as we possibly can. So it's daytime right now. Every 20 seconds, it's going to change back and forth, so let's go kill these guys. It's really funny watching the sun rise and set, because you're going to see it just go so fast across the sky. Where was it? I'm not sure where the sun is. Oh, I think it's starting to set. It's starting to set. These guys are coming on me. Get away from me. Okay, perfect. So we're full up on mana, but Amanan is well, not about to die, but we're gonna go back in time anyways. We got lots of mana. Yo, McLovin, welcome in. How you doing? What are we gonna do here? I want to let me drop a fire spirit here and drop a tree there. Perfect. Pull them back. Nice. Okay, that's good. What do I want to do here? I could close the wall and drop these guys over here, but that's still gonna leave 22 of them, so that's a little too many. There's 8 guys over here. I have a little bit more mana coming in, so I can actually drop a tree there, and I can activate the moonstone for any mana that's around the map. As you can see, there's mana very far away from here, so the moonstone's actually going to draw it in so that I can absorb it, since we're kind of flush out of mana right now. So let's do that, and we'll go back. Rewatching it, episode 44. Nice. We didn't make you a toddler safe controller. Does orichalcum is a real thing, Neri. Orichalcum is a real thing. Okay, let's go back in time. Now let's see, if I pause, we can actually see time distortion. We can see what's going on. So these guys are dead. These guys are dead. These guys are dead. Not these guys are dead. Oh, there's one more group. I didn't even see these. I'm gonna maybe close the wall and send them backwards, but we're gonna have to wait for that. These groups are dead. Of these ones, we only killed 11 of them. So there's still more that we can do. I can draw them in over here with a fire spirit and see how we do that. Captain Cassie, good morning. How you doing? Let's come over here. I'm gonna drop a fire spirit between these 2 trees. I'm gonna drop a fire spirit between these 2 trees. You just beat Act 4. Yo, Andy, congrats. You only got a few levels left. I think 3 levels, actually. GG's, Andy. Possess that plague. Okay, so what I want to do is close this wall before they get through. Okay. Then I'm gonna activate 2 of these. Oh, Leroy's Bloodbath. I'm actually surprised I got that in this level. So this is one of the miscellaneous trophies that's gonna happen at some point in while you do the challenges. It's you just have to kill 30 enemies in less than 20 seconds. It usually happens on a level we're about to get to, but I guess it can happen in this level now too. A couple of changes there. I'll have to make notes of that. I think there's one more mana I can get here. Okay, we're gonna use this. I'm gonna drop a fire spirit here. We're gonna pull these guys in. Do I do this without any of my guys dying? Oh, maybe not. Come on, pull aggro. Run away from the villager. Don't kill him. Actually, I think we're fine. We got it. Easy. None of them, they all lived. You're alive, Captain Cass. Did you have a busy day yesterday? I'll be here lurking while I make breakfast. No worries, McLovin. Look at all these trophies pop. This is like a trophy hunter's dream. Also, I just realized something very funny. What's that? My brother was always smaller than me, weight-wise, right? Well, I went to 280. He went from, wow, it'll be so satisfying when I get to 250. Yo, Bosch. Yo, those are some nice flip-flops. Yo, you lost a lot of weight, Bosch. Congratulations, man. That's really good. Captain Cassie, good morning. How you doing? It's a specific alloy or something. I remember looking it up a while ago. Orichalcum's real, isn't it? You're alive, just working. Thank God it's Friday. Captain Katz, it's been a busy week. So typically, that trophy that popped, the Leroy's Bloodbath, comes in this level. The Mindbreaker. That's where I usually got that trophy, but I mean, a pleasant surprise I got in the other one. So kill all enemies in less than 200 seconds. Don't forget, guys, we do have a giveaway going for the for TimeMelters, either Steam or PlayStation, whatever you prefer, whatever you have access to. I want to see how you do the challenge I rage quit on. Which challenge is that, Andy? Which challenge was that? Has a few things to say about that statement. Andy, which challenge did you rage quit on? It's been awful at work. I'm sorry to hear that, Captain Cass. That really sucks. I said orichalcum was found in Atlantis. Oh, it's made of a few metals, but mainly copper. Oh, interesting. Get those tickets, partners, off for the summer vacay now. We're going bowling in 4 hours. Nice, Misty. That's fun. Castle Renovator. Chasm Survivalist. Here are some games I played. Oh, that's cool, Darkstone. Which one was your favorite? 3 of them and a graveyard. And a graveyard. And a graveyard? I'm trying to think. Do you remember what level it was in? So we have 3 of the big guys, like Andy was saying. I'll look in a sec. So we have 3 of the big guys over here. We have to kill all of these enemies. We only have a little bit of mana at our disposal, and then each one of these gives us more. So ideally, the trees here, we kind of want to deal with maybe the guy on the left here first. I'm gonna have to try and draw the guy on the right around a little bit. I used to do this a bit differently, but we did change the way this level worked a while ago. There didn't used to be that giant ridge on the right there. It used to be kind of a path you can walk up, and now you have to use the void stone to get there. You have no idea which one? You got 99 the other day. I was hungry. Yeah, Bosch? Man, that's a lot of cannolis. The one against them in the little arena, maybe. I just did that one. That one was rough. So if I drop this tree right here, that's gonna knock this guy. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit. I can teleport to the other side of him. Now I guess I could do this. Let me just earth spirit him. This is gonna refresh. And then I can hit him. Now, the thing is, I wish I can get this guy easily from here, but I don't think I can hit it. Oh, I can hit his back. Nice. Perfect. I got his back there. Now, the thing is, we have that guy in the middle there, too. I have enough mana for that to work. The only thing is I can't get his back again. I could knock him down. The thing is, we want to make sure we have enough time to actually get this done. That's the biggest problem. It's a time crunch. It's a time crunch. When you know what you're doing, these guys are actually not that scary. But they can be quite ridiculous. Now, did I do this correctly? I'm not sure. Let me go back in time. I could probably actually, we have 3 mana right now. He might dive just from these trees, but I don't know if there's enough time for this. We're gonna see. I'm very curious. We gave a little bit more mana in here, trying to make them slightly easier than they used to be, because these guys used to be very tricky. The one against them in the little arena, I actually almost died on, Andy. It was very tricky. I feel like this level used to not be in snow. No, this level was in snow. It was always in snow. It was always in snow. So right now, I used my mana to kill that first one. That's why we went back in time. Now, the thing is there enough time for the 80 seconds for my Echo to do her work? That's the other thing. So there's a lot of tricky stuff with the challenges, in the sense that you want to use your time rewind, but you want to use it effectively. A lot of the times, if you use every single rewind, you're going to run out of time. Because every time you go back in time, it's not like the time resets. So if I go back in time and then there's a minute left, you have to make sure that your Echo can complete her entire run in that minute. If you pause the game with the touchpad, you can press X to expand everything that happens. It would be interesting if there was a timer to tell you how long the Echo lasted. But other than that, like, we have the bar, which tells you how long, but it doesn't actually give you a number value, which I guess we could possibly add, but maybe it's too much information that you don't necessarily need. It would come in handy for challenges that are time-based, but it wouldn't really matter for the actual gameplay, like in the campaign. So interesting ideas. There you go, Devil's Ridge, challenge 1. I feel like this level used to not be in the snow. Okay, it's been quite a while. It's okay. It's okay, Taxi. Well, the thing is, there's a lot of challenges that are in different levels that feel a bit similar, but are also different. So we have to kill all the enemies in a minute and 10 seconds. So now this one is actually a pretty challenging. It's a challenging challenge, mainly because the time limit is so short. You have to be very efficient and effective with what you're doing all the time. There's not that many enemies, but it's very similar to the actual campaign level. But you want to use your time rewinds very efficiently here, or else you're going to run out of time. My favorite type of challenges are challenging challenges. Very difficult. I should have used a different word, Devilman. Very difficult challenge. It's not as difficult as the one in New Risen with the plagues, but we're going to kill both of those guys. Let's see what we got here. Let me pause. I want to go up here with the void stones to get more mana, and ideally attack these guys from the ground. But what I think I'm going to do is I have to use some of my mana. I'm going to activate that. I'm going to activate that. I'm also going to activate this. Let's go back down. That's going to kill most of those guys on the left here with the trees as we fling them across. And as they die and release mana, it's going to go to the moonstone that I just activated on the right there. So let me go through the portals over here. I don't know how to find it. Well, I mean, if you go to the challenges inside the main menu, it should be there, I guess. Okay, so that's that. Let's go back in time now. I have a little bit more mana here. I'm going to activate all of the trees in the back here, which should kill most of these guys. But now I have to kill 10 bone walkers by myself, and we only have 50 seconds left. Let me get a little bit more mana here. I probably have to use a fire spirit also in order to kill the remaining guys over there. I have a little bit of mana here. I'm probably gonna have to use my knockback ability, my teleport. I need, oh, there you go. That last little bit of mana here, that's very good. So I have to kill these guys. This might be a bit tricky. I'm gonna knock these guys back, maybe teleport, a little bit more mana here, that's good. I'm gonna knock these guys down, let my mana recharge. We have 25 seconds left. I'm gonna kill these guys. Add a little bit more mana, so it's not bad. I'm gonna drop a fire spirit here, drop a fire spirit here. Is there anyone else alive? Everyone else is dead. I think that's it. 10 seconds remaining. So again, tight challenge. Wait, who's alive? Who's alive? There was time distortion. Boom, dead. Almost lost. I'm like, who's alive? I think it's because I attacked these enemies so quickly, they actually got aggroed a little bit on top of the hill. And it caused a little bit of time distortion, making my echo not kill one of them. But that is fine. We were able to solve the problem also. I'm also alive, I guess. Yo, bees, welcome in. Croft, how you doing? I don't know how to find it, but it comes up. I'll tell you. Okay. Was it this one? Was it one of the ones in New Risen? Did it look like this, Andy? Did it look like this? Happy PS5 Day. Thank you, Koopa. Welcome in. How you doing? Sup, bees. Sup, Croft. How are you doing? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Satsuki's here too. Casa. Everyone. Didn't you say that was supposed to be hard? Well, no, I had like 10 seconds. I had no. It's not that it's very tight, Bosch. It's very tight. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. This one's one of the hardest ones, Andy. Very, very, very hard. But yeah, people will eventually get it. Go back to the main menu. Doing good. Just working like a little silly. How are you? I'm doing good, Koopa. I'm doing good. Croft, how are you doing this morning? Bees, what are you up to? Okay, so this level is one of my favorites because it took me a long time to figure out the best optimal way to do this. I love this level just because of my solution. Yo, Peas, good morning. This is the level I usually get the bloodbath on because you have to kill 30 enemies in 20 seconds, which you'll kill plenty of them in 20 seconds. You're also working, unfortunately. Hopefully the workday goes good, Bees. Goes well. So actually, I should have just showed you what the hell was going on. So we're gonna kill these guys. We're gonna get mana. They have only souls. 3 souls. What we're gonna do instantly, I'm gonna drop an orb, a death orb, that's gonna go down this path over here, okay? And I'm gonna attack it, attacking air for no reason because it auto aims anything that comes within range of it. So these enemies, you need to group together. What I used to do in this level is go up here, attack them to bring them closer, go over here, attack them, and then on my last timeline, I would do an orb and try and attack them all together. Silly. You gotta think outside the box in TimeMelters. You gotta think outside the box in TimeMelters. So we're gonna kill these guys. They're all gonna die. I'm gonna drop this orb over here. Boom, boom. So now this orb is gonna go, and we're just gonna attack it. Seems weird? Seems weird, but remember, when an enemy comes within range of this, it instantly auto-attacks it. It instantly auto-aims it. So we're gonna attack this. We're gonna attack this. Peas, how you doing? You're top on PSN profiles? I better be. Let's go. We're attacking this. We're attacking this. I'm gonna wait till I get kind of close enough to the group at the back. Also, I wish this thing flew nice and softly, but I kind of missed my aim up a little bit. That's fine. So the one thing you have to realize about the Drain Life is that it goes through walls. Not when you're attacking it normally, but when you're attacking it through the orb, it goes through walls, and it's a very key feature because when it doesn't go through walls, it means you tend to miss when the orb. That's a quality of life improvement. That's not a bug. That's a feature. A quality of life improvement. Now, what I need to do is come all the way over here. I'm gonna mess this up a little bit. I was too enthralled in my strat. I need to take my wolf form, sprint all the way over here ahead of my other person, and then I need to draw these guys in. So I'm gonna attack all these guys. You also make sure you want to hit the guy in the back right because he doesn't always aggro. Now we're gonna run backwards. Oh, I got stuck. The orbs here. Let me knock them down. Let me start attacking these guys. There you go. Everyone's dead. Now I attack. Now I help kill these guys, and there you go. That was the strat. That was the strat. Easy peasy. That would have given me Leroy's bloodbath also, but Andy's close behind. Duo likes to say things are hard, so when he first tries them, everyone else feels bad for struggling with it. I made the game, Candy Cane. It's not my fault. Leroy's challenge, clearly you're supposed to charge in head first, right, Taxi? I would be closer if I did not have a brain like a sloth. Oh, that smooth brain, Andy. Peas, how you doing this morning? What's up? So yeah, that is my favorite level, just because of the way you approach it. These rewind mechanics for multiplayer, multiplying yourself, just hit me with the similarities to Misadventures of PB Winterbottom. I've never actually watched that, Lefty. This is the game you made? This is the game I made, Croft. Yeah, this is the game I made. I think Andy will be behind because he is breaking his controller. Okay, so. What do we got here? Avance. Looks amazing so far. Thank you, Croft. So we got Avance. Well, don't forget, guys, we're doing a giveaway. Do exclamation point ticket. You can get either a Steam key or a PlayStation 5 key for free with the giveaway. We're going to do one once we're done with Caliber here. It's going to be a bit of a shorter stream, mainly because it won't take that long to get through all of the challenges. I know there's 40 of them, but when I'm not really dying and I don't have to kind of figure out what I need to do, it's not that long to get through. I would think it's probably about like 4 to 8 hours for anyone that hasn't like gone through all the challenges before, if they're trying to figure out what they're doing. But yeah, do exclamation point ticket at the emergency. Hey, you're on mute. Wait, what? Oh man, super exciting stuff. Damn, Queen. Well, good luck. At least it wasn't you, but damn. Queen's coworker had an allergic reaction. I bought the game on PS5 yesterday. Can't wait to play it. Plat it. Well, Captain Cassie, good luck. I can't wait for you to play it. Why is it so hard on even on easy? Well, I'll have to talk to you, Andy. Maybe we can help you. Maybe we can do a balance patch, make it easier, slightly easier. It's not smooth brain. It's that your brain wrinkles are designed for. That's true. Is the trash panda. Bruh, Queen starts with an at the emergency out of coworker. I know, right, Bosch? Yo, Dapper, welcome in. How you doing? All right, we're on Avance. So save the Amanan and the Keeper without using the Void Stone or the rewind time. So this level is very tricky. Put an Andy mode in the game. Andy mode DLC confirmed. If it takes more than 48 hours to finish the challenges, oh my god, Candy Cane. No, it's not. I'm saying as a rough estimate. Some people might do it faster. Some people might take longer. I think I'd like to think Andy has some kind of cabinet full of unopened controllers, so one breaks and he just opens another. Do his heart rate definitely shot up. Okay, so what do we got here? So now sometimes on the levels you actually get a perk to pick. I'm gonna take Fiery Mark because when you have no spirit mana, you get an extra bonus attack, and that's what we really want because I want to kill these pawns fast. We don't get any time rewind, and we can't use the Void Stone to go down. So I remember if you watched yesterday when we were playing the campaign, I said I could do this without going down. And since I did it without going down, we actually turned it into a challenge to do it without going down. The fact that you have no time rewind is the thing that makes it a little bit more tricky. Our main concern is getting enough mana to save Amanan and kill the plague there. So what I want to do is put a teleport back up here because I want to go all the way down this way, kill as many enemies as possible, but I want to be able to teleport back to the Moonstone so I can absorb all the mana. Permanent save deletion mode. Dapper, how you doing today? What is up? Funny is her treating it like a game event. Exciting stuff. Yeah, right? He is super relaxed about it. The emergency is more of a precaution. Oh, okay. So what is our goal? We need to get mana. We need to save him. I need to get 6 mana in order to save Amanan. We need to use... Basically, the combo is a Fire Spirit and a tree. So a Fire Spirit costs 2 mana and a tree costs 1. So we need 6 mana total in order to save Amanan, and we need to do it quick because he's running head first into death. So I kill these guys. This is going to give us some mana here. We're going to fly up into Spirit Sight. We're going to zoom all the way over here. And I need to activate a tree. And I need to drop a Fire Spirit right next to it. That's going to draw these guys all the way over here. Now the thing is, I wasn't able to activate the Moonstone or get any extra mana. And I forgot to put the teleport. So I'm going to drop it right there. It'll be closer than... It's not exactly as close as I would like, but it's better than nothing. So we're going to attack this guy now. We're going to get the rest of these guys dead. Yo, Malk, thank you very much for the resub. I really appreciate that. How you doing? 48 months. I really, really appreciate that. Hopefully you're doing well. Do you plan on getting the plat for my game, TimeMelters? Okay, now what we want to do is bring these guys backwards. Okay, I'm going to pause here. If you watched me play yesterday, I sent them upwards. You don't necessarily have to do that. I just did that because I had the time. And to free up this tree on strategists and co-op, I believe you have 2 plagues you have to deal with. So having this extra tree there is actually pretty beneficial. But in this one, if I were to send them backwards here, it's going to send them towards Amanan. Since he's running forward and he's much further along the path than he was when you go back in time the first time, you really want to send them this direction out of his way so that they don't kind kind of aggro into them before they hit the tree. So you want to be very careful. Malk, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you very much for the resub. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you're doing well. It's nice to see you. Get your ticket. We're going to give away some copies of TimeMelters today. Malk, you have, if I can find your name here. That's weird. Let me add. Oh, that's odd. I think you have like 8 tickets. I think I remember what happens. Something weird happened on my spreadsheet a little while ago, and I think I just realized what it was. You have 8 tickets, Toxic, or Sour Mulk. How you doing, man? Welcome in. It's nice to see you. Thank you very much for the resub. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome in. So anyways, like I said, I dropped a fire spirit in the back here. I'm gonna activate this tree. This is gonna draw them away from Amanan instead of towards Amanan. And now what I really need to do is zoom back up to the top here. I'm gonna actually activate this tree. So it's going to kill everyone underneath here. It's going to release 5 mana. And then I'm going to activate this tree, this moonstone. Now, Amanan's getting attacked. There's not much I could have done about that. The tree kills a few of them. The fire spirit kills a few of them. Amanan is strong enough to actually just kill these guys. But he can't kill like 8 of them. He can kill like 1 or 2. He can't kill 5, he can't kill 8, but he can kill 1 or 2, which is exactly what we need. Let's go back down here. I'm going to teleport back to my body, which isn't that far away, but it will save me a little bit of time. I need to run back to the Moonstone to get as much mana as possible so that I can actually complete this challenge without having to go back in time. The game's going good, Queen. I missed that yesterday. You said your game. Yeah, this is my game, Dapper. I worked on this for the last 6-7 years. It just came out on PlayStation. Very excited. You want the hot take, and Neri wants a big-ass ticket. I'm a new viewer. That's why you can't find me. Shower Mulk. That's right, you changed it. You were Sour before, now you're Shower Mulk. Very, very, very good point. Very good point. How you doing? Welcome in. It's nice to see you. I just bought it today. Oh, need to finish Ashen Fight or I'll forget to play it. Fair enough. So now, how do we deal with the plague without going back? Without going down here. Last time we did go down here, but I'm going to show you the trick that I usually use. 35 challenges, there's 41. 41, Andy. So let's see. We draw this guy in here with the fire spirit. Now the trick for this is you need to use these 3 trees to do them. You need 7 mana for this. You do 2 for the fire spirit here, plus the 1 for the tree. That's 3. Then you have 1 tree here. That's 4. And then another 3 for this one. But what you have to do, the trick is you have to let him run into the tree and then start getting hit. Then you drop a fire spirit here. That'll change his aggro direction to the side. He gets hit. He gets a hit with the fire spirit. Now he's going to run to the side over there and go directly into the tree because he's a dummy. He is just bloodthirsty. Something hits him, he runs towards it. But you have to be careful about when you place it or else it just won't work the way you want. Of course, I had enough mana. I could put a fire spirit here. I could put a fire spirit there. I can bring them around the map with fire spirits. But if you have a limited amount of mana, then you want to think smartly about how you do it. All right, Queen wants the hot take. And Neri got a big-ass ticket. Neri, you have 14 tickets now. Oh wait, you want to give that to someone? For Safe Haven. Neri, you always want to give it away. Before I put it down, I'm like, wait a minute. Neri does big tickets all the time. How does he only have 4? Because he always gives them away. Safe Haven, you have 28 tickets now. I always wanted to be a game designer. It looks cool. Sunny, game design's a lot of fun. All right, Queen's gonna agree with this, but how many of you will agree with it also? Orange juice is better with pulp. I don't necessarily mind pulp, but I don't think orange juice is better with it, but Queen always gets the pulp. Absolutely not, no. Queen always gets the pulp. She loves the pulp. Way better with pulp. See, look at that. This is the divisive take. Hard pass. Absolutely. I don't mind, but honestly, I don't like it. I think it's better. I like pulp too. Yeah, this is, so these are the best hot takes. The food hot takes, everyone's always like all up and down. Yeah, Dapper's out of here. Dapper's out of here. Thanks for the biddies, Dapper. That's rad, dude. Big congrats. Making a video game is a dream. Dapper, it's so hard, man. This took 6 to 7 years. But Malk, thank you very much for buying the game. I really appreciate that. It's 40% off on PS5 until July 22nd. All right, next one. Protect Amanan on top of the mountain. So this one, we flip everything on its head. This is a much different challenge. You're Rebeculous. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Good morning. How are you doing? I wouldn't say better, but I don't really mind it. I don't mind it either. It's a texture thing for you. I understand that, Captain Casa. It's definitely a texture thing. It's definitely a texture thing. No love for PC? Put the game on Game Pass? Imaginary? I mean, it was 40% off for the Steam Summer Sale. The Heb orange juice is the best. I'm not sure what the Heb one is, Sonny. All right, we get another perk, and that's very dark. We need a light over here. Let's see. Which one do I want to pick? I don't remember there being a perk here. I think I want the trees. Do I want the trees? Improve blast, helping hands. Spirit boost. That could be useful. Fiery mark. Mana management. Which one do I want? Death trap. I think I want the trees. No, I want the extra fire shots. I want the fire blood. Fire blood. Let's do it. Okay, so this challenge is a bit different. Heb is a grocery store in text. Oh, really, Captain Casa? Siri, don't add words. Why'd you do this? I'm not mad, just disappointed. Taxi, what happened? This, what did Misty say? If you want the pulp, you eat an actual orange? Food chaos in chat is always a must. Pretty much, Dapper. You're just gonna watch now? Can't anymore. I've only got one controller left. Andy, I'll get you all the strats, man. Don't force it. I'll help you. Here's another feedback moment. I wish on these challenges, when it lets you pick a perk, you can choose to see the map first so I can make an informed decision. I know. I've said that. I've said the same thing, Devilman. We just it just never happens. But yeah, that is trust me, I've said the same thing. Sometimes just stuff doesn't get in the pipeline, unfortunately. I think if you restart the challenge, you're able to change it. There should be like a chance to change the, like I should be able to go here and say change perk, like spell improvements. I should be able to like change it right now or something like that. But yeah, maybe in a patch, Anyways, so the main thing with this level is we need to save Amanan in like it also doesn't say in like 20 or 30 seconds they all start running towards him, because right now they're kind of stationary. So we need to get mana in order to activate trees, put fire spirits, and kill all of these guys running towards him. Now the thing is, how do we get mana? Well, we need to see all of the enemies in my way. So there's a very interesting way to do this one. As you can see, there's a Void Stone here, and we have the fourth spell. You can't see it behind me, but the fourth spell's right here. It's the Void Stone. So we're able to go back. HEB is the store where I live. They make really good orange juice. Really, Captain Cassie, can you agree? Doing well. Just started my workday. I'm doing pretty good, Rebeculus. I'm doing pretty good. Actually, want to know what would have helped? Maybe that extra fire shot with no mana. That would have been nice. Although I almost always have mana, so who knows? Okay, so I have one soul here. I need to get a second soul, but what I really need is to get the two mana in these guys, because I need to use the Void Spirit. I need 2 mana to use the Void Spirit to get to the other side of the map, and then I'm going to show you what I do to get as much mana as possible. Then there's also one more thing that we need to do for this, and that's going to be very useful. So I could start attacking these guys, but there's not really much of a reason to do this. Amanan's getting attacked now. Oh yeah, that is that too for sure. Okay, I can try and get a little bit more mana here just to help me a little bit, but I don't think it really matters that much. I'm gonna just attack these guys, but I don't know how much time distortion I'm gonna be making with this. Okay, let's go back in time. Perfect. Now, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna activate my Void Stone. We're gonna go to the other side. Boom, over here. You asked for one more fire shot, but Ignite the Night isn't even there anymore. I could do that for you guys later. Okay, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna get a little bit more mana. I'm gonna drop a teleport here so I can get back all the way over here. My battery is low. Typical duo stream. Okay, so now I have plenty of mana. What we're gonna do is drop a orb here, and then we're gonna follow it and try and kill every single one of these enemies. The best thing about the orb is that it's just a continuous stream of extra damage, but you need to keep up with it. And the drain life makes you slow down too much, so I want to use the drain life to kill things faster, but at the same time I definitely want to keep up with my orb. So I'm switching back and forth between Spirit Strike and the orb, and look at that, I'm fighting these guys with my Echo. Very nice, very nice. I want to keep some of my drain life. There you go, we're good now, we're good. Perfect. Now we have to save Amanan. I have plenty of mana here. Let's go back in time. I'm going to pause the game and show you what's up now, because there's one thing that you probably didn't even notice. One thing you probably didn't even notice is that there's a group of enemies on the left here that has a bunch of mana too, because 10 mana, it's not enough to save Amanan. That's why I put a teleport spot over here. As you can see, my little T here. So my Echoes both killed every enemy along this path with the orbs and stuff like that, so I was able to get a bunch of mana. Now we have to use that mana to try and save that. It's been years since I've had it, but from what I remember, yeah, it's good. Unfortunately, no HEBers near you anymore. They started building some more in Dallas, but not close enough. Okay, so we need to add some trees here, but what I really need to do is put some fire spirits. So my first fire spirit I add is actually very has extra shots. So I want to put them kind of in the back there because I want that one to last a little bit longer. I put trees in this. I need to put some guy down here too. Okay, so we're using a lot of mana here. That's good. I think I still have like 2 time rewinds, or at least 1 time rewinds. Is that gonna be enough? Oh, okay. I want to save my mana for now because I need to kill the other groups to get 10 more mana. So let's see. Let me go back in time right now. We sort of saved them, sort of didn't. I have 1 more time rewind after this. We're gonna teleport. Whoop, all the way over here. I'm gonna help kill these guys just because they're in my way. Actually, I could have waited a little bit longer. There's a mana over there I wasn't able to absorb, but that's kind of too bad for me right now. We're gonna come this way. I'm gonna come kill these guys. I have a little bit more mana in order to use another orb. And actually, by the time my cooldown comes, I might actually be good. But what I might do is drop a fire spirit over here. And this is why everyone says the game kind of feels like Brutal Legends, because Brutal Legends had a very similar kind of camera angle when you're using abilities and stuff with the real-time strategy. Okay, so we're gonna use the orb here. We're gonna quickly kill these guys. Gonna get all of this mana, and we're gonna go back in time again. Now I have to save Amanen because I have no more time rewinds and we're at the end. But I've picked up almost all of the mana that I could. So let's come all the way over here. I'm gonna activate this tree to get these guys. I'm gonna drop a fire spirit up here to draw in any people from there, and I have to make sure that I drop a fire spirit down this way just to draw any more people here, because I'm pretty sure I have the fire spirit there, I have the fire spirit here. That's gonna draw these guys in, and then they're gonna equally get pulled in by that one. I put a fire spirit up here to draw them to the trees. Oh, they didn't even go to this one. Well, that's really annoying. Okay, and let's see. I'm gonna drop another one here, and I think that's actually it.
Too many of them.
Okay, Amanan got a couple of people on him. I can drop a fire spirit here and maybe a earth spirit also to stop them. And I think that's about it. That should be that. Anything else? I think everyone's dead. There you go. Easy. Been a few years, Captain Casa. Does Eminem know he is being bullied in this game? Imagine. That's the question. You got to ask another. Can I message you to ask you a question? Oh, a question for a question, right? You hate this state? What did Sunny say? Tex is very mean. It's very mean. Same, I feel you. Oh, I mean, Captain Casa lives there also, Sunny. So they're not saying it out of a place from outside. They live the pain. They live the pain, Sunny. Sure thing. Okay, so where are we going? Yeah, I know. So here we go. Ardor Woods. Find a way to kill all enemies using 2 echoes. So this one's... A lot of these are puzzles. A lot of them are fights. A lot of them are kind of a mix of everything in this. So this one's a little bit more puzzly and a little less fighty. There's a lot of time. Well, there's not that much time in this one, and this is very different. If we look at the description, with most spells unavailable, kill all enemies before the time runs out. On the last timeline, you will get teleported near the Greater Moonstone. So there's this big beam of light basically telling you you're going to get teleported over here. Sometimes you have to jump into these levels to understand what's going to happen. So I have all of these trees, but I have no mana, and we have to kill a plague. But if you can see here, there's 2 bone walkers with mana inside of them. So I'm going to get the ability to use 2 trees. So let's see what we do. I'm going to attack this guy, and we're going to use ourselves as bait as usual. And I'm going to try and live as long as possible, just to give my echo enough time to get behind it and kill it. Actually, you actually did this one. Yo, Andy, GG's, man. GG's. That's good. So we're going to come all the way down here. I need to last as long as possible just to give my echo enough time to get a couple of hits in. Let's go back in time. Now we're going to wait. I still haven't come up to the one that you couldn't do, Andy. Without breaking the controller? That came later, Sonny. That came later. So he's going to get pulled in. I'm going to get this guy in the back. Now, he stayed aggro to her until she disappears. That's why I wanted to last as long as possible. Oh, he actually switched. Oh, he switched only because, it was closer for him to go the other way. That doesn't usually happen. I guess usually I hit him all the way over here. Now, my big problem is, at this point, I would have went back in time, but I have to bring him back to the trees. So I might as well do that. Now, we have 60 seconds left. Now, last timeline, I get teleported over here, close enough to kill these guys, because before, there's no way to get to them. So we kill them, and now we wait. I never knew, so I could stand by it, and I won't attack me. Well, the thing is, once it's aggroed to something, it just keeps going. Once it's aggroed to something, it'll stay aggroed on that unless you get like within touching distance, Andy. If you get within touching distance, it will aggro to you. But if you stay kind of far away and it's aggroed on something else, it's it's dead, or it's not gonna go to you. So you were able to beat that one. You were able to beat that one, Andy. That's good. Congrats. It's easier when, like, you know, like a little bit more of how everything kind of works. I mean, like, there's a lot of information that's in the game if you check the grimoire and stuff like that. But some stuff you kind of have to feel, and it doesn't always, like, click for everyone, which is the hardest part about the game, honestly. Hardest part about the game. So we have Hawkton over here. Escort the 3 keepers with only 1 echo. Escort the 3 keepers with only 1 echo. You should take a class on electronics and Frankenstein your controller back together. Imagine? Rebuild your controllers. Take different parts from all the different controllers and bring them all back. Okay, so Hawkton. Man, you're flying through these challenges? Devilman, I mean, when you know exactly what to do, not too bad. Not too bad. They're going to get longer and a little bit more challenging. Those were the easy ones. You need a class in finance? That would be nice, because then you could just buy as many controllers as you want, Andy. So, we have to escort the keepers, the 3 keepers, to their respective spots. I do not believe... Yeah, there's no extra enemies that come down the middle now. So, this is a bit different than the main campaign level, but I think this is actually might be a little bit easier than the main campaign, but you have 1 time rewind instead of 3, so you have to be extra careful about how you do this. I'm willing to be that finance class. Will not instruct Andy to buy as many controllers as he wants. So the main difference here is that instead of having 3 time rewinds or 2 time rewinds, you only have 1, so no 3 echoes. So we have to kind of save 2 of these in 1 shot compared to what you normally would do when you play this regularly. So I probably shouldn't have gone to this. I could probably save them all in 1 without using the time rewind. So my main trick here actually is to drop a fire spirit here. That will draw all those guys down to this tree. It'll save her. She also sprints, which is the craziest thing. She sprints like a maniac to the front, whereas everyone else is kind of walking very slowly. So she's sprinting like a maniac, and I have to really keep up with her. She also has the least amount of health. She has the least amount of health, and she's the one moving the fastest. She's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Anyways, so we activate this tree, drop another fire spirit underneath, and again, I'm gonna have to probably earth spirit this. Knock you guys down, drop a fire spirit. So that's the main problem with this level, is that you have suicidal people. Also, I didn't attack a couple of groups here, but that's fine. Amanan over here is getting attacked, but he's very strong. He can take on the 4 that were over here that I didn't bother attacking. So this one's actually pretty easy, but the other ones are going to get a lot more challenging. Question: can you give one of those? Were you born rich? No. Congratulations on being poor. Oh my god, Taxi. Did you get the game I sent you? I think I did, Juice. I didn't actually... I saw something about a gift, but I didn't actually have a look at it. I was too busy yesterday. Let me have a look. Juice, how you doing? Welcome in. I received the gift. What did you get? Oh my god. Why, Juice? I don't even want to say the name of this game. What is Juice? What sus game is Juice sending me except my P? Oh my god. Anyways, so Sonny, you had a question? Me and some friends are doing a murder mystery later. What should my character name be for it? I also don't know my role yet. What's the theme, Sonny? What's the theme? Yeah, Juice is always at it, Captain Casa. What's the theme though? That's the main thing. What's the theme? Question is, Juice, what do you think of pulp? That's true. What do you think of pulp? Actually, no, Juice loves pulp. Challenge 2. Hawkton Outpost. Escort the 3 keepers using spirit sight. So this one's even different. So again, whenever we were doing these challenges, we were trying to make something unique out of them. Okay? Because obviously you went through the game. We wanted people to revisit these stages and get more familiar with the layout of them. Crazy Craft, welcome in. How you doing? So this one, we're on one of the towers ourselves. There's no way that we can shoot anything. So we have to do everything. We have to save everyone. Even harder than the last time with more enemies, but only using our spells. I know it's going to be like online on text. My friend didn't give us a theme. I was thinking like doing a name where my initials spell out something funny. How about spell out sus? Make your name like Susie something with a U and then something with an S afterwards. Or like Stephanie Ursula Skinny Bottoms or something like that. So that your name spells sus and maybe you'll be the murderer. Susarina? Crazy Cast? No, Crazy Crafta. I want to ask Juice a question, but I don't want to derail this stream. Oh my god, Taxi. I know it's gonna be like online text, yeah. Susie Undersell. Yo, that's not bad, Dapper. And it's perfect for a murder mystery. Anyways, what are we doing for this level? I am flying up into the air. The moonstone activates automatically in this level, and we have to use all our spells to save people. So how do we do this with only our spells? Before I was able to run around and kill enemies, so now we have to be extra careful. But there's no night for this because that only really changes our main shots. So we do start with a fair amount of mana here. I can drop a fire spirit to trade 2 mana to get 4 more. And again, my trick over here, if I drop a fire spirit up this way, activate this tree. I have to be very careful though, because this is going to bring them a little bit closer. So I'm going to get these guys to come in. I have to use an earth spirit to save her. I might have to use like 2. Okay, what's going to happen here? They're dead. Okay, he's running towards them. She's going to attack 1. Oh. I don't know if that's gonna kill him. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's good enough for now. I have to go back in time. We'll see what we can do. This is the interesting one. Okay, let's go back in time. I have a fair amount of mana again. Let's go back up. I'm gonna save this one last. I'm gonna drop a fire spirit here and then see who comes to attack it. They're gonna come in. I should probably activate this tree also because I don't want them to kill my tree. Okay, so that's gonna do 1. There's 4 more charges there. And I have to drop another fire spirit here. Okay, so that gets all 4 of them there. That's gonna draw them in here. We're gonna get even more mana. And then we have 5 guys here. I can drop a fire spirit up this way to kill these guys. That's gonna get me even more mana. Once these guys are all dead, we're gonna go back in time, get all of the mana left, and then we're gonna kill the last group on the right here. So it's mainly about figuring out how you can kill these guys, getting the mana, coming back up. There's still 1 guy that's not quite dead. He's all the way over there. I could probably Earth Spirit him again and it would be all right. Although, oh, no, now there you go. Everything else is fine. Perfect. Amazing. So now we can overload the last little group here with a crazy amount of fire spirits. So if I drop 1 here, they're going to shoot them. I'm going to drop 1 here, and I'm going to drop another one over here. That should be enough to kill all of them. They actually changed directions. Interesting. Done. Now we just have to wait for our echo to kind of kill everything else. Our echoes are dropping fire spirits over here. They're dropping fire spirits over here. You can see them kind of flying around everywhere, which is really cool. The hot take was that orange juice is better with pulp, Big Steak. Orange juice is better with pulp. What do you think? The food hot takes are by far the best ones. Black Sheep's just like sus. Black Sheep, how you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good one. It's nice to see you. These guys are gonna die anyways. Perfect. Pulp OJ for the win. Yo, Oreo, nice to see you. How you doing? There you go, Hawkton's Outpost. We are flying through these challenges. Devilman's not wrong. Remember, guys, we do have a giveaway going. Do exclamation point ticket. Get a chance to win a Steam or PlayStation key of TimeMelters. I'm gonna do it when we're done all 3 challenges in Caliburg. I don't want to eat my OJ. You don't want to eat your OJ, Rebeculus? Okay, we got the last challenge here. This one is actually quite tricky. I keep saying that. I've not died once. The only one I almost died on was the one in New Risen, which is by far one of the hardest in the entire game. But yeah, OJ is best when you have to chew. That's the question. Also, are we friends on Steam? I guess, Juice? Oh no, you're talking about Taxi. No pulp in OJ. OJ is the best when you can eat it. Sleeping Beauty, how you doing this morning? Oreo, how are you? You're doing good? I'm doing very well. Having a lot of fun going through the challenges. I'm making a trophy guide for this, so I'm going to be working on that later today. I have most of it done, but I have to go through each individual trophy, and a lot of them are the challenges. So it'll be an easy way to do it after having them all fresh in my mind. It's been a while since I played every single one of these challenges. So this one is by far the hardest. I think we have no time rewinds in this. We have to save all 3 echoes. So you have to be very... Actually, there might be 1 time rewind in this. No, I have no time rewinds. Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna put a teleport over there. I need to come over here. It's gonna be very tricky. It's gonna be very tricky. I need to attack these ones. I have 59 seconds to do all this. I might have to do this a couple of times. This one is actually tricky. The fact that I have no time rewind makes it very hard. So we're gonna kill all of these guys. I have that teleport right there, so we're gonna teleport over there very quickly. I need to get all of this mana. Okay, teleport, boom. Let's turn around here. I'm gonna go kill these guys, get that mana. We have to be very quick here. We have to be very, very quick here. And there's, I don't know if there's a better way to do this. I've never actually solved that sort of situation. But yeah, this one's gonna be tight. So I'm gonna drop the Fire Spirit here, like my nice little combo. We're gonna activate the tree here. Very nice. These guys are all gonna die. I'm waiting for that Fire Spirit. There you go. You always want to wait for the Fire Spirit to get the first attack in so that it pulls the aggro. I have 11 seconds left, which is the biggest problem about this entire thing. I do not have a lot of time. Okay, what I want to do, we need to kill these guys. I need that mana very quickly right now. I need to drop a orb, and now I use the Drain Life to kill these guys. That's my big problem. I need to use the Drain Life to kill these guys. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Fire Spirit, tree. Knock these guys down. Another Fire Spirit here, double tap that. The end of this level is very hectic. The end of this level is very hectic. The rest of it is all basically setting up the beginning. Sorry, the entire thing is setting up the end. Like, you're just trying to do everything very quick and like, ooh. Yo, Tactical, welcome in, man. Is my connection that bad, or is there a time sync problem? You can sometimes, if you pause and unpause, it'll usually fix up the sync issue. Tactical. Made any progress in the Graveyard Keeper? Oh, did Black Sheep start playing Graveyard Keeper? Black Sheep, what are you up to this morning? Hopefully you're having a good one. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you got all your stuff sorted out. Yeah, that level, it's very tricky to just pause and unpause Tactical. Usually that fixes up the sync issue. Sometimes it happens to me also. So yeah, that one's very tricky. The main thing is to kill those guys on the bridge. I could have probably put a Fire Spirit closer to my side instead of near the tree over there, or I could have used Spirit Sight to actually set up more stuff. And yo, Mim, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Disillusionist, Shacky, Mimnop, hi. Yo, Slim Jim, how y'all doing? If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Duo, live streaming Trophy Hunter. We play games, we get plats, and this is the game I worked on for 6-7 years. TimeMelters, it came out on PS5 yesterday. It's got a 40% off sale. If you want to pick it up, I'd really appreciate that. Or you can wishlist it. It's on Steam also. It's got co-op, it's got cross-play, it's got a Friends Pass, it's got a lot of stuff going for it, and it's a lot of fun. We beat the entire campaign yesterday, and now we're doing all of the challenges. I also do a lot of crafting here. I made a Mario hat out of crochet that we're giving away at the end of the year. Also started a Final Fantasy 16 Summons, Final Fantasy Summons Sal that we're going to be giving away at the end of the year as well. We started Leviathan. He is done. We're going to be probably working on Chocobo on Sunday, so I'm very excited about that. If anyone doesn't know Mimnop here, check him out. Awesome dude. Amazing commentary, super funny, plays all different kinds of stuff, retro, modern, loves Ys. He's an Ys master. And yeah, no, he's really chill. Definitely go check him out. Another Australian friend, but he lives in Japan. So he's definitely all the way around the world, but just not in the Australia land anymore, at least. Mim, how you doing? Loves QEs? QEs. What's QEs? Mim, how you doing, man? Hopefully you had a good stream. How is Silent Hill Downpour? How's that treating you? Right now we're doing the challenges, so there's no story spoilers, but you're going to be learning, I guess, gameplay spoilers. We're doing a lot of these challenges. They're ridiculous. Huis? Downpour is awesome, yeah. I don't know that much. I played one of the Silent Hills way back in the day with one of my friends, I think on PS1, maybe PS2. I can't remember which one I did. It's the new game I'm developing that blends Quake and Is. It worked better than restarting my entire app. There you go. And not yet, just been trying to get everything back to normal still. Black Sheep, you're still working on that. That sucks. Are you doing them separately? Not just editing clips from VODs? I could probably... Well, the thing is I have to do them separately, the way the trophy guide works. I can talk to you about that later, Devilman, if you want, if you're interested. Waking up, dog sitting my friend's puppy, so getting some cuddles in the moment. Oh man, how many dogs do you have at your place now? Mim, how you doing? Hopefully you're having a good one. Thank you very much for the raid. I do appreciate it a lot. We're on the... So Miss Grow is the boss challenge area. We have to do 5... So 2 of these are kind of the exact same. It just makes it harder. One of them you have 2 echoes, and one of them you only have 1. These are quite quite difficult challenges. You have to do a Ronaldinho Super Soxer. Oh my god, imagine. Let's pop in here. So if you don't know TimeMelters, this is the game I worked on for 6-7 years. I did an animation on it. We were a team of 3 making this big game, 40 challenges, full campaign of solo and co-op, even a speedrun mode on PC. And yeah, it's quite insane. It's got time travel mechanics that you're going to see right now, and this is one of the boss levels. So these are death breathers. They kind of spawn undead the longer you let them last there, and what we need to do is hit them in the chest. And so typically in the main game there's only 4 of them in solo, but in this challenge you have 5 of them. So there's one all the way in the back here, and that's going to be quite tricky. The main thing you want to do for a lot of these challenges, or at least in this one, you have to be very quick. We have to dispel them all at the same time. So as I hit this guy, he's going to have 20 seconds of him being down. So I have a lot of mana in here, so let's use it. I want to put fire spirits basically everywhere, because I can't really kill these undead pretty fast, but my fire spirits can. So while I'm not getting attacked, we're gonna just slowly run through all of here. We're gonna add trees. I'm gonna use all the abilities I have at my disposal to try and not die here. The longer I go, the more these guys spawn up. I'm going to knock these guys back. And now I don't really care about what's going on here. I just need to make sure that the last 3 here are knocked down at the same time. Because well, guess what? I can go back in time. As I go back in time, my echo is going to run around and do exactly what I just did. So right now, all I have to really do is chill in the background and watch my echo do her work. And make sure that these guys stay hit. So that's basically it. All the work I did in the first timeline is what is going to do the winning for me. All I'm doing now is support. And this works again for the 3rd challenge, mainly because I did this so optimally. Had I made a mistake here, I would have 1 extra timeline to kind of save myself. But you need to do it this way in the 3rd challenge, and you basically need to do this way in the 2nd challenge. Well, in the 2nd challenge, because you only have 1 time rewind. So that's it. Easy peasy. I just kind of did support in the background, but that's what happens when you go back in time, right? Miss Gross Cemetery Challenge. I just mean, are you planning on doing a fresh recording for each? No. I could chop up the VOD, Devilman, but I might only do text and say, like, you know, you can check out this video at a timestamp to see the challenge being run through. But I would do like a written description for a lot of them. I'll show you afterwards, Devilman. I'll show you afterwards. So Mim, I don't think most of the Silent Hill games aren't very long. What are you going to be playing next? Or I guess you don't know because you do the wheel spin. Was Downpour done on the wheel spin or what? You have 3, but they have been keeping each other busy, just being noisy. Yeah, very, very noisy for sure. Especially with the kids. Yo, Mia, welcome in. How you doing? National holiday for TimeMelters release. Oh, it's gonna be a long weekend over there in Japan. Nice. Downpour was me. Picked up a PS3 to play it. Oh shit, nice. You had to get a splitter too? I want to see you play Catherine, man. Mim, you got to play Catherine. I added it to your wheel spin. Yumino, good morning. How you doing? All right, next one. So this one's a bit easier. And again, challenge 3, exact same as challenge 1, no difference. I might as well run through it now. I'll show you the next challenge afterwards. Yumino, good morning. How you doing? I'm doing very well. But yeah, spinning next. Rig it. Make it Catherine. Rig it, Mim. Shoot all 5, 1 echo. So this is the exact same challenge, although actually, no, it's not the same. This challenge is different because there's different configurations for enemies. I think there's actually... Oh no, we changed it again. Okay, never mind. It's all different. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So how are we going to do this? Actually, I need to figure this out. How am I doing this? There's a lot more enemies here, and I have drain life. So I'm going to have to actually use my drain life to kill these guys, because there's just way too many of them. So we're going to kill all these. I still have a fair amount of mana, so I'm still going to do mostly my main trick here, but we're going to change it a little bit for what we do afterwards. I'm going to have to use an orb, or I'm probably going to use an orb. We have more drain life here, which is fantastic. I have a lot of mana, so we're going to drop another fire spirit here. So the majority of everything we're doing is going to be very similar, but we are going to change it up just a little bit. We're going to change it up just a little bit because I'm going to drop an orb here, and then I'm going to run with it and just attack everything with that. That should hit them. We're going to kill stuff. There you go. Now we go back in time. So that one changed it up a little bit. It might have made it even easier too. But again, when you don't know what you're doing, it does make things a little bit harder. But yeah, the drain life, the orb helps a lot. The fact that it auto aims everything, I was able to kill almost everything on the other side. And again, all I'm doing is playing support here. So it was a bit different just because we have different spells at our disposal, but it didn't necessarily make it any harder. The fact that we only have 1 time rewind probably doesn't help things if you're not used to it. It might take people a couple of times to do this anyways. The best thing about the drain life is that there's no auto aim for it, but it is definitely instant, which is really nice. You don't have to wait for the travel time. So our Echo is going to go here. She's going to drop that death orb. I could also follow her and kind of help out, but what I think I need to do is re-hit these guys. So I'm going to hit you. I have to go kind of fast. There you go. Done. You have indeed. You hear you broke a controller? Oh man. There's another one. So that one was a bit different. I kind of forgot that there were a bit of a change there. I think we actually made that slightly easier also, because I think there was a plague in the cemetery that we removed. It was hard with the plague. You're kind of avoiding it, trying to do the best you can with the death orb. Now this challenge, we need to escape the cemetery in 75 seconds. It's filled with corrupted villagers, which means they are very resistant to all of our attacks. Our main objective is to distract them. We can't kill these enemies, and we have to escape here in 75 seconds. We have a couple of graveyards we can build up. We have some trees, and then we have nothing for these 2 enemies. So what we need to do is kind of distract them. So check this out. There's a ton of mana here though, so nothing too bad here. We're gonna raise up the undead. We infuse a spirit into the cemetery there that raises the undead here. We're going to activate this tree, and we're going to draw in these guys. A couple of graveyards. How many people die in a small village? No, this is the entire countryside, Yona. The entire countryside. Oh, is there? No, there's 5 guys. Okay, so all of them are there. They're going to get killed. Now, what I want to do is drop a fire spirit over here on the side. You can see them on the left over there. I'm going to drop a fire spirit over here. That's going to draw them away from me so I can run through here. I'm going to do the exact same thing at the top here for these guys in front of me. That's going to draw them away from me. And then as I come this way, we're going to activate the graveyard over here to raise more undead. That's going to distract the last couple of guys, and then we just run home free. Home free. There you go. 5 guys. Yeah, right? Only 5 guys. The tree can only handle 5 guys, Big Steak. And we have 10 seconds left. A very tight challenge, but you basically, you use the stuff at your disposal, draw in enemies, draw them away from you, activate the graveyards, run through stuff. It's all about distraction. All about distraction. We only kill 5 of them because of the tree, basically. But that's Miss Gross Cemetery. Okay, we actually, Mim, we have a giveaway going on. Anyone that popped in on the raid, if you do exclamation point ticket right now, or not ticket right now, but if you do an exclamation point ticket, you're gonna get a ticket into the giveaway. We're doing a PlayStation and or Steam giveaway, whichever one you prefer. If you don't have a PS5, obviously you can get a Steam key. We're doing the giveaway right after I finish the Caliburg set of a quest. So these ones are a bit different. I mean, they always change. We have to save this one. They're getting a lot harder now. They're gonna get a lot harder now. So what do we got here? I want to see the challenge that made Andy break his controller. I wish I knew which one it was. Well, I mean, we're getting there, Devilman. We're getting there. I have a feeling I think I know what it is. It might have been the Hoggendale ones, which we're going to get to after the giveaway. This one is a bit tricky. So we have, when you turn around, there's a bunch of enemies coming towards Amanen. Over here. Boynary, get that ticket. Boynary, how you doing today? Mim, get that ticket. So we have a bunch of villagers coming this way that we need to kill to get mana to help us kill the other dudes, okay? These guys all have spirits. These guys have spirits. We want to activate this greater moonstone so that we can get the mana from these guys. And then we kind of, yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky. So I need to come in through here. We're going to use, I don't have drain life either, so we're going to have to try and kill these guys. How am I going to kill these guys? I'm trying to remember how this works. Oh no, I do have drain life. Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if I had drain life or not. I'm pretty sure I did, but you never know. So we're gonna come up here very quickly. I'm gonna kill these guys. I need to use this 3 mana. Remember, I said this at the beginning of the stream and the other challenges. When you're trying to come up with a solution for these puzzles, look at the mana that's readily available to you and then figure out what you can do with it. I got 3 mana, so I can activate this moonstone and I can activate 2 of these trees, which is gonna get me 10 more mana. So I spend 3 mana, get 10 more mana. Very, very good. Also, these guys are getting towards me, so I have to do this very quick. So we're going to go back down here. I'm going to... Wrong button. Oh my god. I'm going to activate this. We're going to turn around here. We're going to activate both of these. I need to go back to my body. I need to run away. So let's run back over here. I barely have any drain life now, which is kind of rough for me. But we're going to wait for these guys to show up. Let me just pause again. So these guys are showing up. We're going to get some more mana for them. I'm basically waiting for the mana to show up over here. We're going to use a lot of fire spirits pretty much. Lots of fire spirits to deal with these guys. That and the fact that we have a couple of allies over here. So here comes the enemies. We're going to drop a fire spirit here. Deal with these guys. I don't remember this one being quite the way it is right now. I thought there was I thought there's a little bit... I thought there was a couple of other strategies for this. Okay, so how am I going to deal with these guys? If I can actually daisy chain them all the way back here, I don't know how that's going to work. Draw them back. Draw them back. I probably could have... No way. Draw back. I tried to pull you away. I think we actually lost my first one. Do I have time rewind in this? I don't think so. No, I do not. We lost... I lost my first challenge, guys. It finally happened. I feel like the balance for this changed. I haven't done these in a while. At this point, I'm curious if the cost of this game is worth the cost of controllers being broken. All right, surprisingly busy for Friday with work, but trucking through, so hype for TimeMelters. It looks really cool. I'm glad you think it looks cool, Neri. Is this like a prequel to Dragon Age? How's the game? The game's going good, Zombie. How you doing? You lost at your own game. Andy is justified. There you go. Okay, so what do I want to do? I probably wanted to activate... I could have used some of my other mana to deal with these guys. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's go down here. Let's see what else I can do. I'm going to run up forward. We'll see what else we can do with my mana. They're expensive. They are expensive. I definitely lost in my own game, but it was bound to happen. Some of these challenges can be pretty tricky, and I have to think of a better solution for that because Fire Spirits did not cut it, apparently. Okay, so let's do all these. I definitely need to activate this. Wrong button. So I'm trying to go too fast now. Okay, so you know, I have to do it this way. While this mana comes in, there's no souls. I thought we had souls in this level, but apparently we don't. So I'm gonna try and get a little bit of mana. I'm gonna use this to try and take these guys out, but I have to be very careful to absorb all this before it disappears. These guys are coming in also, so I have to be very careful here. I need to stop them from killing my dudes while I also kill these ones. Okay, so they're not aggroed yet. I'm gonna come back over here and deal with these guys. Okay, that deals with everything over there. Now the problem is I need to kill these guys without... Oh, don't die. Okay, whew. This might be tricky. There's a lot of dudes coming in now, but I'm gonna have a bunch of mana, so we're gonna drop tons of fire spirits here. But I can kind of almost see them coming up. Just kind of waiting for this mana. There's one over there I wasn't able to get. Should be fine though, hopefully. So these guys are all dead. We're waiting for these ones to come in. Yo, Nigel, welcome in. Game is good. Duo was one of the devs that worked on this. Yes. Zombie Master, how you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. It's nice to see you. Okay, what do we want to do? I'm gonna drop this here. We're gonna just basically drop a bunch of fire spirits. That's our main strat. Fire spirits galore. Okay, let's attack these. I'm gonna knock you guys back down and drop another fire spirit here. Just unload the fire spirits, knock them down, and we're good. Perfect. Okay, so the main trick was to use my mana right away to deal with the pawns that were going to Amanan. I didn't do that the first time. They got too close to Amanan. I wasn't able to kill them to get the mana to kill the other ones. My follow channel list updated. Now you are and Thorlar are next to each other? Really? Nice, 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 Misty. So what do we got over here? That was the first one. This one, kill all enemies. This one is another challenging one. Obviously, they're all challenging at some point, and they're getting a lot trickier as we continue down this list. I was making a joke. I figured it out while I was working. No worries, Zombie. It's all good. What did Diona say? Are mods really a third party? I'm not sure. True, I'm not 100% third party, but I have played enough to provide my honest opinion, I think, yeah. But as a third party, I'll confirm that it's actually good. That's true, that's true. Okay, so what are we doing over here? This level is, our main concern is the 16 of these guys. Although, actually, I think this one got rebalanced also. Yeah, this one got rebalanced also. This one used to be a lot trickier. We have a lot of mana there. I'm pretty sure I need to use that mana to activate the 3 trees here to help Amanan. Okay, so here, this is what we're gonna do. I get 2 mana from these guys. I have to quickly kill these 2 so that I can use the 2 mana to Void Stone. I'm gonna Void Stone to come over here and save Amanan from dying. I'm gonna use these 2 mana to go over here and raise up these 2 graveyards to kill these undead, so I get enough mana so that I can come back over here and kill the 16 corrupted, which are going to be the biggest problem. Duo can count on me, to be honest. That's true. If I think Duo's done something bad, I will call him out on it. That's true. Yumino's always keeping me straight. Yumino's always keeping me straight. Okay, so that's the main plan for this one. We're going to come over here, drain life, got to kill these guys very quickly, so that I can Void Stone instantly. Yeah, I know you said help. I'm coming, Amanan. The biggest problem with this is that I can't get here fast enough. We go through the blue one, and now I have to drain life again. Okay, so Amanan did take out, he did lose a lot of health, but he's fine now. We're gonna zoom over here with our Spirit Sight, and I'm going to distract these guys. I don't necessarily need their mana. I just need to distract them so that I can come through the yellow portal and absorb all the mana here, because there's already mana coming in. You don't want to engage these guys, they're gonna kill you. So let's fly up into the air. Now I need to come back over here. They're just past this, but I have enough mana that I can drop a fire spirit behind them. I'm gonna make them run back through. Oh, come on. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna make them run back through, and then I activate the 2 of these, and I could probably put another fire spirit here. I need to kill at least one of them without a tree. Let's go back down. We'll be able to get a little bit more mana here. We had enough undead to actually kill most of these guys. So that's actually pretty boss. I can kill the remainder of these. Now we'll go back through the portal over to the blue. Where's the blue one? There's the blue one. The blue one is always the base of, is your home base. Or at least the closest to your home base. I don't think I needed to do that. I think there's one, yeah, there's one guy that survived, but he's gonna get pelted with fire spirits so bad that he's just dead. I don't know if I would publicly call him out if I didn't like the game, but I would just not say anything. But I legit enjoy my time playing. I like the uniqueness of the puzzles. Why I appreciate that if it was garbage, you would not say anything. And the fact that you say positive things means you actually like it, Devilman. Taxi, hi. I never heard of Duo or TimeMelters before. As a clearly reliable, honest, independent third party, I can say this game is great. Well, I appreciate that, Taxi. It's nice to meet you. Always trust a man with a sword. It means he's never been here before. Sword means first time chatter, right? All right. So, perfect orb. This is one of the level. This is the challenge that shows up in the main campaign when you beat this level. Throughout the entire campaign, we kind of sprinkle challenges that you can play, and they kind of reinforce all of the things you just learned, which is cool. Because we want to reinforce the different spells and the different concepts that are in the game as you go through it. That's why we put challenges inside, and also to give people a bit of a break from the story and to get them into more action. So this one's all about the orb. There's two bone walkers here that just give us soul mana. And what we're gonna do is drop an orb that kind of goes off in this direction. The orb just moves forward, and we're going to keep attacking it as I run away from enemies. And then we're going to use it in every subsequent timeline, okay? So what I'm going to do is come here. I'm going to attack these guys. I can use the drain life because I'm going to get it back anyways from the orbs. Then we're going to fly up into the air. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to drop this orb in this direction. Okay, let's go back down. The orb is coming this direction now. And we're going to start attacking. Now, I'm going to use my main attack for just the minute here, and then we're going to use Drain Life. We're going to use all of my Drain Life. I'm going to save some of it, switch back to Spirit Strike, and just keep attacking them as I run away from them. They can't quite catch up to me, but they will eventually. And I'm at the edge of my map. There you go. Let's go back. Now, she's going to go kill them. I'm going to put a teleport just in case. We have 2 time rewinds to do this, but this kind of level reinforces how good the orb is with your echoes, because you're going to need 2 or 3 of your echoes in order to kill all of these enemies. You got to go. Wish I could stay for the whole thing. Bye. Yo, Sonny, have a good one. Thanks for chilling. I really appreciate that. Thanks for following through Coco stream. Thanks for the follow. We'll hopefully see you later. I'm going to be back with Final Fantasy VII later on next week, and with some crafting on Sunday. I know Coco said I'd do some cross-stitching. But we're just going to keep attacking those. Look how much damage we're doing to these guys. Okay, we're going to go back in time one more time, and we're going to get a 3rd one of these. The backwards orb is genius, yes. Playing around with where you place the orb, because if I put it straight ahead, they're going to run at me as the orb is getting further away from me. So making the orb go with the direction you're running is genius. And I only came up with this strat like way later, after we came up with the concept of the orb, and we're like, you know what, it's a great thing. You can place this orb on one side of the map, and then it can what's it called, you can use it on another side, have fun with your echoes and stuff, or with a co-op. If I put an orb near me on the map in co-op, and then later on you could use it in another part of the map, it's like next level ridiculousness that you can come up with. But then I also came up with the ideas like, why don't we just use Spirit Sight to place it in a different direction, and then it's so much better to just run in another direction and use it in that sort of way. You're still waiting for the sequel novel, Misty? Yeah, you would keep that privately. I hear you, Devilman, I understand. When I played on Steam, I did the challenges as I went along, and I think I like that method more, because then you're used to the map and stuff. On PlayStation, I decided to do the challenges last, and it's a bit harder when the layout isn't fresh. That's true, Devilman, that's true. I did it straight ahead. It wasn't too bad, but definitely tighter timing, yeah. Wait, Devilman, how much have you done? Is Devilman racing me right now? Is Devilman racing me right now? Dude, I just looked up at my PSN app, and he has the plat. Imagine. Imagine if he actually does. Delete that message. Imagine if he actually has the plat. Oh man, let me go check. That would be hilarious. Does he actually have it? Does he actually have it? Yo, he actually has it. Devilman beat me. You got it. Yo, you got it last night? Oh man, you sniped me. He actually, I'm imagining he actually has it. Damn, nice. GG's, Devilman. GG's. He was gaslighting us all day yesterday. I have no time. I gotta work. I gotta pick up Jasmine. Gaslighting us. Gaslighting us. That's what friends are for. GG's, Devilman. The thing is, if I was smart and I wanted the first, I would have just done it all yesterday. But instead, I split it up in 2 days like a nice streamer, trying to, you know, spread out my playthrough for everyone. I should have just done it all in one day. I would have had the plat easy. But Devilman, GG's, man. GG's. Team B duo. Everyone just got to beat me. He actually has it. GG's, man. Hilarious. Well, I did it to myself. I did it over 2 days. He just ate all of his coffee beans overnight while playing. Although I really did have to pick up Jasmine. I know you did. I'm so happy about this. You have no idea. That is hilarious. 10 o'clock last night. Too funny. As he's talking about this. So GG's on getting through everything, Devilman. Although you did have experience playing this on Steam. What was the hardest challenge for you, Devilman? What was the hardest challenge for you? The backbreaker? I'm gonna wreck that for you, Devilman. It's gonna be hilarious. You thought the backbreaker was the hardest one? It is pretty hard. But it's funny because these are all exactly the same challenge. They just get harder and harder. So if you can do the backbreaker, you can do all the other ones. I'm so happy you did that. You love that duo thought I was BSing him. I almost messaged you in taxi last night to tell you, but I thought the group reveal would be better. I legit just looked at my friends list and I was like, wait. I was just waiting for someone to find out. Well, as soon as you started talking about doing the challenges, Devilman, I was like, wait a minute, is he racing me right now? But no, you did it last night. I turned my network to offline so none of the trophies uploaded. Oh, wow. Wow, Devilman, wow. Amazing. All right, so we're back. Hoggindale. Now these ones aren't too bad. We're gonna kind of go through these are very similar to the actual campaign levels for this. Oh heck yeah, dual playing this game. Yo, what's up, Mistress Ember? How you doing? Weekend postponed though, yeah. Devilman, did you get in contact with Mia? I don't know if they were in chat before. I mean, they were in chat, but I don't know if they were still around. Get that ticket, McLevin. Sorry, I've been crying over here. I've been so excited about this. Jasmine has been rolling her eyes at me since last night because I kept bursting into laughter. Not yet. I'll do it now. Okay, thanks. That's hilarious, though. Okay, so some of these challenges, you do get perks. You're doing good. Excited to see you play your game. Watch Jack play it and loved it. Yeah, no, it's really cool, Mr. Semper. We're doing all the challenges now. Again, being able to pick the perk and kind of see the level first, but typically in this level, the very good one is the tree. Because when you go back in time, you get extra kills, and there's usually quite a few enemies here, but we only have 2 echoes, so I'm only gonna get an extra 6 kills, which is still a lot considering how many enemies are here. Again, the main strat would be to use the Void Stone. There is a little bit of mana here that we're going to absorb at the beginning. I'm going to use the Void Stone to use my first time rewind to get as much mana as possible. Isn't a hold my beer kind of guy. He drains his beer in one go, takes your beer and drains that, and then goes and does his thing. Yeah, seriously, eh? I think you're describing duo right here. Queen, Devilman, he sniped me. But I was expecting it to happen. Again, I did this to myself. If I really wanted the first plat, I would have streamed for 12 hours yesterday. I would have got everything done. And then there's nothing Devilman would have been able to do. But I gave him the window, and he took advantage of it. I gave him the window, and he took advantage. Okay, so we're killing as many of these guys as we possibly can. Just before Amanan dies, I'm just trying to get all of the mana. Now let's go back in time. Let's go back in time. Now that is dedication. We were discussing having her mom pick her up so I could keep playing, but when Duo confirmed he was doing the challenges today, I told her it was fine. What are we doing here? Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna drop a fire spirit here. We're gonna drop a tree there. That should kill these guys. Perfect. We got a tree here. We got a tree here. If I'm gonna be smart, actually, that first time rewind, let me go back in time to maximize my perk. I didn't need to go back in time just then. I'm gonna maximize my perk. If I really wanted to get even more, I don't think I need more. Both of these do 10 so together, so that's 5. There's only gonna be 6 left here. I can drop another 7 tree here and put another fire spirit here. There's an extra 2 kills we're gonna get there. So I'm gonna come back down, and we're gonna come through, and then that should be this one. It's not too bad. That is dedication. Mr. Devil didn't get the... I did not, Queen. That seems like a tough one to sneak away with since you already have it. Yeah, the ebook bundle I bought in December is so much bigger than I expected it to be. Trying to sort it all now on my Kindle. It's about 190 books in my owned ebook to be read. That's a lot of books, Misty. That is a lot of books. Okay, so all these enemies are coming down. They're gonna get pulled up to the 7 tree there, and then they're gonna get yeeted. Baby Gamer Duo? Devilman is definitely the pro gamer. Okay, so those guys are getting yeeted. Oh, there's one guy that exists, but he's getting aggro to the fire spirit on the other side. So I can kind of just kill this guy before he even gets there. Oh, never mind. The fire spirit disappeared. He's dead. Now the only thing we have left is kind of these guys, but I'm gonna just use a earth spirit and drop them here. None of them run towards me. We're just gonna kill these guys as they are stuck in that earth spirit. I'll let my spirit strike build back up. And that's it. Easy peasy. Super easy level. Especially if you use your void spirit to get over to the right and just kill everyone in the graveyard. It's not easy, but you're using all of that. It would have been interesting to do a straight up race. Obviously, you know the game way better than me, but during the day I was decently far ahead of you, just because streaming and chatting and stuff slows you down. Oh, really? So you were playing the entire game as... oh, wow. Did you take the day off, Devilman? Or was it just a really light work day? Most of the challenges are pretty quick for me, but there were a handful that took me a bit of time, and you might have passed me there, yeah. Because I'm flying through these, right? Even with the chatting and all that other stuff. But I mean, you also played the game on Steam too, so it's not like you didn't have any experience. Although we did rebalance a couple of things that are throwing me for a loop, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. I want to sort them into tags too, like mystery, thriller, fantasy, romance, etc. But there's so many. Duo doesn't even have the best speed time. I don't. Someone from the Discord in our dev Discord joined up, really loves the game, and beat my time, and I'm like, damn. I'm sure you would have one. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? This is almost the exact same challenge, although it is gonna change a little bit, but I think I'm still gonna use the tree. What do we got here? So yeah, so this is a bit different. We have the plague here, so the extra bonus to the tree might not have been as good. I could have probably taken something else, but I think it'll still be... Actually, I probably should have taken the drain life, to be honest, because that'll help me get a lot more mana. This is more or less the exact same starting strat. I woke up at 6 and took care of the pets and stuff and started the download right at 8. Wow. You took the day off work? I thought you were working all day, Devilman. That is a dedication indeed. Yo, man, the ultimate gaslight. The ultimate gaslight. Amazing. Kudos. Knock these guys down. Okay, kill all these guys. So I have a ton of mana, which is fantastic. Now let me pause and see where we're at. That is the main play for the beginning, but there's no point for me to do anything else, mainly because they're almost there. What I could do is activate... Actually, I can activate that tree and get maximum use out of my out of my perk. So I'm gonna do that. So now, actually, interestingly enough, if I activate this one, this plague doesn't reach there in time. These guys are running past him, so I'm killing both of them with those 2 trees. I can drop a fire spirit here and draw these guys to the trees here. That'll kill all 5 of them. Now all I have to do is deal with the plague. But since I have more than enough mana, I should be all right. Mission accomplished. That's why I took off the day. I started really playing through the Steam version over the last 2 weeks to be familiar with everything. I've been planning this for quite a while. My God, Devilman. Lots of dedication. You love it? Seriously, though? I thought you weren't going to do... I thought you weren't going to do it either. He was really, he really kept it quiet. I'm giving you the title of Plat King. Devilman is definitely the Plat King. That's why I was asking you so many questions about release time and stuff, but I didn't want to ask too much. I thought you were just... Oh, man, that's really good, man. Hilarious. Okay, so funnily enough, that guy's gonna get hit with the tree here because I took the tree perk, so there was 14 that were gonna get killed because I did the tree after I killed all the guys in the cemetery. So it left 1 because there was only 13 of those guys. So actually, you wanna know what I could do is just activate both of these trees and draw them up here. Easy win. Easy. I don't even have to shoot this guy in the back. Let me just draw him up here. Come here, bro. Come here. I'm giving you the title Plat King. Devilman is definitely the Plat King. And that should be it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy over here. The main trick was the tree perk and doing the tree in the first timeline. If you didn't do the tree in the first timeline to get the extra kills, this would have been slightly harder, but I could have teleported behind this guy. I could have knocked him down, or I could have used like an earth spirit. There's so many different ways you could approach killing the plague. But yeah, there's a lot of games come out at this 10 p.m. for you, so if you were doing a dev stream all day Thursday, you would have a full day of playing ahead of me that I couldn't have competed with. Yeah, no, it came out early enough, right? I was literally planning on pulling an all-nighter to swipe it from you. Amazing. Okay, we got the last one here, the Brain Buster. Find a way to kill all the plagues. So, was it this one, Andy? Was it this one that was the problem? Killing the 3 guys here? Because this one can be a bit tricky. This one can be a bit... Oh, no, this is 4. Instead, you got the sleep peacefully knowing you got the plat. There you go. Next level, Devilman. Next level. You think so too? That will be a fun time whenever you get to it. Do you mean the XCOM, eh? The only game we'll be able to race, I think, is XCOM 2, probably. I guess it depends when we started. Okay, this level is a bit tricky, only in the sense that it's not necessarily hard, but it just might not work as well as you might want. So we're gonna get teleported all the way down here near this mana after we go back in time. And we only have a 60-second time limit, so let's see. What I need to do, what you're gonna do is, the only spell you have available is the orb. So what you want to do is just kind of attack the air and almost hope for the best. It's kind of a silly challenge in that regards, but it just shows like random stuff you can do with the time travel. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it has 3 plagues and 30 dudes on the right. Oh, you're talking about Sorrow Keep, Andy. You're talking about Sorrow Keep. So now we have to wait for the mana to come here. Then we fly up into the air. I do the orb here. I come zoom around here, and then I drop this. So now the orb goes. Now I have to make sure my echo hits the orb. And there you go. Oh, see, I missed one. I missed one. So I have to restart this. Restart from last checkpoint. Almost got it. Almost got it. Yo, Mr. Mask, welcome in. How you doing? We're doing another giveaway for a key once we get the plat for this. So if you want tickets, do exclamation point ticket. Okay, we're gonna attack this again. Please, does anyone have a spare dollar? Kabet. Sorry, bro. Hopefully you get that dollar at some point. I'm not sure how to describe it. Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about now, Andy. That one you're talking about, Sorrow Keep. Well, since Duo keeps pulling quotes, I guess it's okay to add one I put aside from earlier. What was that? Which one are you pulling? Okay, come on. A couple of these. There you go. And oh, I missed it again. See, that's the tricky part about this one. Like, it depends on the angles. These guys are coming. Oh my god. Not like that. This is wild. Mr. Mask, how you doing? So this one's a bit tricky. It's not necessarily hard. It's just hard to kind of line up your shots with the orb. It's hard to line up your shots with the orb. Wow, sometimes I just miss the hole. I get in there. That quote. Those two go well together. They definitely do. Mr. Mask, how you doing today? Welcome in. What is up? Mia was around before. She is in the Discord though, Devilman. She is in the Discord though. Okay, let's try this again. I need to line up this shot with the way that I'm shooting. There you go. That time we got it. I just kept lining up it not right. So that one is a bit tricky, mainly just because you're trying to line up the orb with your shots. It's not hard, but it's just tricky to line it up properly. Just drawing. This is so sick. Thank you, Mr. Mask. I appreciate that. Gamer, welcome in. How you doing? So that's all of Hoggendale. Again, these two, not too bad. If you go to the graveyard first and kill everyone in the graveyard with your drain life to get all the mana to use afterwards. Then over on the Felix the Cat challenge, find a way to kill all the plagues. That one's just more about lining it up, which is a little annoying. Mia won. Yeah, Kim. Mia won the first giveaway. Kill all enemies in no timer. So this is the one you're talking about, Andy. You're talking about probably... I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one of these ones. Okay, let's go to challenge ones. These ones are actually quite hard. Yo, Blue, welcome in. How you doing? I got that Cup of Joe mug I won in his chat the other day. Very cute, nice pixel art. What's the idea of this game? It's a time travel hero defense game, a gamer 007. I made this, I helped make this. This is the one that it looks like, yeah. So this one is very tricky, Andy. I'm gonna show you what to do. So, yeah, this one's very tricky. What you wanna do, do I have time travel? I believe we rebalanced this one also. I thought I had time travel in this one. Maybe I don't. I thought I did. Let me see my wrist. Oh, it's not available yet. Okay, so we got matching mugs. We do, Captain Casa. So what you want to do, there's enough mana to shoot an orb. So you want to shoot an orb down this way and kill all of these guys with the orb. And then in the time rewind, you come back and kill the rest of these guys. Oh no, there's no time rewind. Oh. So there used to be time rewind on this one. I think we rebalanced this one as well. I'm gonna have to think about this for a second. I'll let her know, trying to contact her. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, she'll eventually get it. She'll eventually get it. Can you create a paradox? Not in this game. Well, not in this, but sorry, guys, no worries me. GG's on the win. Just message Devilman. You'll be able to get the key because you have to pick which one you want, PlayStation or Steam. There's like weird ass stuff that happens in the story. Time travel will tend to do that, Mr. Mask, but you don't really create a paradox in this. So what do I want to do? Ideally, I definitely want to use my teleport ability. I want to close this wall to stop them from doing anything. I think it really depends how quickly everyone's moving. I want to pick up as much mana as possible. I'm gonna put my teleport. Actually, I probably want to put it a little bit closer. Okay, I want to run close enough to get at least 2 purple orbs, maybe even a little bit more. Okay, so now we have a little bit more purple. I'm gonna close this wall over here. Now what I want to do, let me pause. Okay, so these guys are getting a bit closer, although they are fairly far away. It doesn't look like this guy's actually moving. I think he is, but he's just going very slow. So maybe I have to... Yeah, this one was rebalanced. It's not the same as it was before. Okay, so coming up with stuff on the fly. I could raise the undead here. That'll distract this guy. I could use the orb. There's plenty of these dudes. And we do have a lot of mana. So maybe I don't take this one quite as aggro as I want to right now. I'm gonna raise the undead there, draw him over there. Let me activate the tree over here to make sure that guy walks through it. I can activate the tree over here and do these ones. We have some mana. Let me do this. Okay. I'm gonna close the wall here. Oh, there you go. Send him the other way. Now let me go pick up the mana over here. We've dealt with a lot of this stuff, but it's a little bit different than what I'm used to, because before this was definitely way different. I'm gonna run over here and hopefully I can get most of this mana, even with that wall closed. Okay, now over here, what are we doing? I want to close this wall to send them back the other way. And I probably want to draw these guys in with a fire spirit and bring them towards the tree. Okay, now we're running out of mana, which is unfortunate, but what I can do now, this guy's almost dead. This guy's almost dead. I'm gonna drop the orb here to deal with these guys now. These are gonna get free hits on their back no matter what, and since we hit them with every single tree, that should be enough to kill them. So there you go. So the trick is, since I opened a graveyard here, closed the wall, that sends one of them this way. I activated this tree, put a fire spirit to do 1 damage, activated this tree, he runs through it, and it does damage to him. So every single one of these plagues took 1 hit of damage. They only needed 2 in this playthrough, not 3. Then you drop a orb to get the last kill, but you have to kind of deal with all of these guys. So I was able to close a wall, send them around, close the wall here, use the trees, draw these guys to the trees. I have a little bit of mana left and there's still 6 guys there. So what I need to do is fly up over here. I'm going to Earth Spirit those guys. And then that should be enough. I can help you, Duo, if you need. You already have the plat for this. Even if this was rebalanced, I know enough for what I am doing. Anyways, I can probably just kind of freeze these guys too and let the towers take care of the rest of these. But there you go. I missed the story demo yesterday, so I don't know if there's an explanation for this element there, but seeing these challenges, I really like the big avatar for the different enemy elements. It makes it much easier to see everything, plan it out. Thank you, Yumino. Yeah, so that's the thing. So the big avatars were a feature that we had one area, so you can kind of see enemies from a distance because we have such large maps that we have to deal with. Your brain hurts just watching? Yeah, that one's a bit tricky. Before that level, you had a time rewind, and there was a big group of enemies there. And so what ended up happening was that I would drop an orb right away, and I would send them to the left and start attacking the plagues with the orb, and then go back in time and I would follow my echo and attack all the plagues that got aggro on the echo and hit them in the back as they turned around. But we rebalanced everything and did a little bit less damage to everyone, and yeah, it's a bit better. Is your brain hurting more than the controller? Just picture everything as trash. You'll get it in no time. No worries, Andy. We'll help you. We'll help you through. But yeah, no, there's no real explanation for why that is. That's just a gameplay mechanic that we have to help with kind of recognizing enemy locations on a big map binary. So that's what it is. Lily G, welcome in. How you doing? You can whisper me or send you a DM on Discord. Thank you, Devilman, for handling that. Could I join the XCOM 2 Plaid race? Of course, Bosch. Anyone can. Anyone can join that race. Blue, how are you doing today? You're getting that coffee? Nice. I have tea, actually. I already drank all my coffee. All right, so we're on the second Sorrow Keep levels. Distortion Management. Kill all enemies with 1 echo. So maybe this is the level I'm thinking of. Maybe we rebalanced a couple more and this is a bit different. Trying to think. No, this is the one I'm thinking of. So we did rebalance the first level. I don't remember it being exactly the way it is. This is the one that you're probably talking about, Andy. The other one was very similar. This is a bit different. So this is the one I was literally just talking about. We have 30 guys over here on the right, and we have 3 plagues over here we have to deal with. This is the one. The last one I think we did change because it used to be a bit different. But this is the one that Andy was talking about. So this is what I just explained before is what we're going to do. I need to... we're going to use 1 echo to deal with all of this, and then we're going to use the other echo to deal with the with all those guys afterwards. Let me pause here for a second. That guy's... There's no way I can actually activate that tree. It's too far. So what I need to do, we're going to come down here. Now, I'm going to drop this orb going all the way down here. Now, we're going to deal with this. Now, this is going to be very interesting because I have to be very careful here. They're going to get too close. I have to make sure this is attacking both. I'm going to knock you down. Oh, did I even hit him? I'm not sure if I hit him. I think I did. I'm not sure if I did. I'm going to have to use a double tap to use a Earth Spirit there. Okay, what I want to do is keep following this guy. I want to get at least 1 hit on there, and then I'm going to activate this tree and run this way. So now, the thing with this is that I'm going to go back in time. It's a very weird way to do this, but I'm going to go back in time because right now I'm going to follow my echo and I'm going to do damage to them. But what I should also do is probably set up killing these 30 guys. Do I have the mana for this? Not really. I have to pick up more mana. But I'm going to get more mana as I kill these guys though. So let's see what happens here. She's going to go this way. We're going to start killing those. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer to the left here to get the extra little bit of mana. Right over here. I want to try and absorb these. Okay, so they got knocked down. So he's still aggroed. I'm going to hit this guy in the back. Perfect. He's still aggroed. I'm going to hit you in the back now. Okay, let's jump up here and see where we're at. So these guys got pulled to the trees over there on the left. I'm going to close I'm going to close the wall there and start activating these other trees. Now, they got hit. I need to bring this guy over here. He's going to get aggroed. I'm going to bring him towards this tree. I still have to do 1 more hit on this guy and deal with the other ones. This one is definitely tricky, that's for sure. I should have put a teleport all the way back there so I can get back pretty quick. Let me just add this. Hit you there. Now let's get this mana and fly up and see where we're at. Yeah, see, this is where... There's only 5 guys left, so actually I did pretty good here. So what did we do here? These guys are all dead. What did we do? I was able to draw enemies over here with a fire spirit. We had just enough mana. That was really not a good explanation. You just kind of saw what happened there. I'm going to go through, Andy. We'll go back and we'll have a look and see if you can recreate that. What did you do on that level, Devilman? Let me have a look here. We'll try and show you. That is not even sort of the same as how I did it. Really, Devilman, how did you do it? we think of things so differently. This is probably not even the optimal strategy to do that. There's probably a much easier way to do that. Maybe even ignore all of the if I ignore most of these guys on the first run, maybe I can do it another way around. Go with the the pawns first. What did I do? So I focused mainly on these plagues first. I got all the mana over here, and I ignored everyone on the right. I dropped an orb, and I run through and try and do as much damage as I can on all of these plagues with the orbs, because it instantly hits their back. I have to keep the first two off of me, so I double tap triangle in order to drop a earth spirit to stop them from hitting me, and then continued running, activate this tree with my echo, and then eventually in the next timeline I kind of follow it. But following my echo, it makes it very hard to kind of deal with these pawns on the right. What I ended up doing was dropping a fire spirit over here and drawing them to this tree. That distracts them long enough for me to get more mana to close the wall here and send them around. I also activate this tree, and then afterwards there's like not as many enemies left, since the towers do a good job of killing a lot of these pawns. So that is maybe good enough for this, but there might be an easier way to do this. But anyways, that's one way to do it. I mean, your thing worked. I drew the plagues over into the cemetery area and closed them in there, and then I just kept baiting them back with fire spirits. Yeah, you could do that also. The thing is, they're so far away with each other, unless you did you open these two, I guess? Because that would probably distract the first two. The problem is they kill the undead so quickly. Like, you'd be able to distract the first plague, but maybe not the other ones. You know what would be cool? If you could show a replay from above of how the level played out and share it. That would be really cool, Andy. That would be really cool, but there's no replay in this game. But I'll definitely have the trophy guide up along with the videos of the VOD and time stamped and stuff. So hopefully that works out. But yeah, like, that just goes to show you there's multiple ways to approach any of these challenges. There's multiple ways to approach any of these challenges. I can try something completely different. Like, here, if I pick up most of those, I'm gonna get most of this mana. And I'm gonna get most of this mana. I could probably kill them with the orbs and kind of deal with the plagues a completely different way. Let's see what we do here. I'm gonna try and get all of these. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna draw this and open both of these. Can I get you over here? I don't know. It's kind of wasting mana, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna use most of my mana to deal with these guys, I guess. Oh, they went too far. See, now they're not necessarily are on the wrong side of the trees. Now, what for these guys, while they're getting distracted, I'm gonna drop this here, and I'm gonna use my drain life to try and kill all of these guys. So maybe that's an easier strat, honestly. Okay, close the wall on that dude. That's not gonna really help me. Okay, so now that all those guys are dead, I could... He's gonna die, so there's not really much I can do there. I delayed him, and I have to deal with him. So let's go back in time and see what we can do. I can ignore the guys on the right, so that was at least easier for that. I'm gonna have to play it safe, though. Let's put a teleport over here. I'm, again, ad-libbing this very hard. I might actually be able to close that wall earlier if I drew them in, so let's see. I'm gonna have to play this a bit safe. I'm gonna wait for my echo to do all their business. So I'm gonna go in spirit side, so I can't pull aggro. We're gonna watch this for a bit. She's gonna do a bunch of stuff. She's gonna start... Actually, I could have spawned these on this timeline earlier now. She's gonna place a fire spirit here. There you go. That pulls them in. I'm gonna drop another fire spirit up there too. That hopefully pulls them further. Okay, there goes the further one. Come on, go to the other side. Oh no, see, that didn't go, so she's gonna do that. I'm gonna have to deal with this one by myself. I do not have enough mana. So you're gonna come here. I'm going to do this. I have 38 seconds for the next... I have 38 seconds for another one of these. How is this gonna work? Let me knock you down. We have another play coming right behind me. Let me kill you. For you, what can I do here? I have another Earth Spirit, but I'm running out of mana very quickly. I'm gonna hit this guy in the back. We're gonna get a little bit more mana. This is not ideal, but we're doing it a completely different way, just to show you that there's multiple ways to do this. I'm gonna draw this guy to the tree here. There's like a little bit more mana I can get. Okay, you're not dead though. This guy's coming this way too. I'm gonna try, actually I have an orb. I'm gonna drop this orb here. That's gonna hit him, that's gonna hit him. There you go, perfect. The orb came back on cooldown, which kind of really helped me. And that should kill you. Actually, that did not kill you, but that'll kill you. There you go. So again, that was not the most flush way to do it, but it was a completely different way to do it than I did just before. Like a 100% different. But I used the orb early enough that I was able to get the cooldown again. And you just have to play it cool with the plagues. They're not that hard to deal with. I could have also wolfed behind one. You can knock it down, get behind it. You can use the earth spirit to get behind it. Closing the wall was clutch. I needed to spawn the undead sooner so that he went to go meet it on the other side of the wall. That would have helped me a lot. Have you spent much time watching other people play? I imagine that would be pretty interesting in a game like this. Yeah, Devilman, for sure. Every single time I watch someone play this game, it is so different because no one approaches anything the same. It's really awesome to see. Honestly, there's a lot of emergent gameplay in this. But yeah, so there's a different way to do it, Andy. So you can either use the orb and your drain life to kill all of the pawns, which is a super useful way to do it, or you can use the orb to go for the plagues. It might have been easier to deal with the pawns on the first timeline with the orb, and then go back in time and kind of try and deal with the plagues afterwards. Yeah, you got both of those two plagues through the wall and then closed it. I don't remember the exact details, but yeah. Then they have to go all the way around. That does help. It gives you a lot more time. So getting them on that side, I could have used the fire spirit to pull both of them to the other side and then raise the undead and then close the wall. But it's a lot of juggling to go back and forth for this stuff. It's a lot of juggling. So, I mean, after a couple of tries, I'm sure you can get it to work. It's not too bad. I just went for the tactic of dying again and again. You did the Edge of Tomorrow gameplay. That's what this kind of reminds me of a lot. Dying and restarting, dying and restarting, dying and restarting, especially if you're trying to learn and figure out what you're doing. But eventually you can get through all of these. Okay, this one's also very hard. Kill all the enemies without any basic attack or pushback abilities. This one is rough. I can't attack anything. I have to kill everyone with spells, and I don't even think I have rewinds. No, I don't. So we need to get as much mana as possible. I'm going to put a teleport back here, but I can't attack anything. When you're on the pause screen, it says pause, press the white button to return. But I have a black controller. How do I return? I mean, that's the mine's blue, right? The touchpad, Bosch. Okay, so let's see. We have a ton of mana here. So we're gonna load up on here. What can we do? We have the converts. Let me pause here. So the main thing with this is you want to definitely convert your units in order to kill as many as possible. I can convert this and that'll kill everyone over here, but that mana is so far away that I don't think I'd be able to grab it. I can convert this person, but I would probably just raise the undead here and draw them around the other side. I can also convert these guys. There's many things we can do here. And we also have the plagues there. These guys are just gonna straight up die. So what I'm gonna do is go into this mode. I'm gonna drop a fire spirit here. I'm gonna convert these guys so I can get my conversion back. Let me convert those. They're gonna kill all of them. These guys are all going to die here. I can put another fire spirit up here. That's gonna mostly kill those guys. I'm gonna close the wall here to send the plague around the other way. Now, I'm going to go back down. They can't see me. I have to be very careful about pulling aggro here because I don't want to necessarily die. I have so much mana, though, that we're not doing too bad. Okay, so this guy got pulled to the other side. I'm going to drop those two there. Now, I have to sort of pull this guy over here. I won't have the cooldown back for my possession, which would have helped. But this one's not too bad. I can use some earth spirits to kind of delay them. We had more than enough. The towers do a lot of damage to the plagues, which is really cool. And since there's enough trees and enough mana here, I can kind of draw all the plagues. So the main thing is use the possession spell to take out one of the plagues, to take out another group of the undead. The smaller groups, you don't have to worry about too much because the towers will deal with a lot of them. They're just there to kind of give you mana. Putting a fire spirit up here to draw the plague on the other side here and then closing the wall, activating the two trees in the back here, like legit does a fair amount of damage to all of these plagues in order to kill them. So this one's actually a lot easier than the first and second one. The first and second one are actually quite challenging. The third one's pretty easy. Touch your pad to return. Touch it, Bosch. Invades the world of Dark Souls style and steals more mana. What's up, Gem? How you doing? Welcome in. So that is Sorrow Keep here. We have 4 more stages to go through. That's another 12 challenges. Another 12 challenges. So let's see. We have survive. Enemies are always chasing you. This level's actually pretty interesting. Most of these levels are pretty interesting. I'm doing good, Jem. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good one. Okay, so enemies are always chasing us. This is a new style of challenge that we did quite a few in the later levels. So no matter what, you always have aggro. You always have aggro. There's 40 guys behind me chasing me. 40 guys. Gem, if you want, we're doing a ticket giveaway. Or no, we're doing a giveaway for another Steam or PlayStation key. Get those tickets. Yo, Jenny, welcome in. Exclamation point ticket if you want a chance to win a key. The sinuses are still acting up, Gem. So we have a ton of enemies in front of us, and then we have 40 enemies behind us, and we have another 10 in front of us with a lot more mana as well. So what can we do? I need to kind of throw these guys on the loop. So I'm going to go forward and kill these guys with my Drain Life ability. Okay? I'm going to get all of the mana, and I have to make sure I put a teleport here so we can get back on the other side of this wall. These guys are going to chase me. These guys are going to die, and these guys are coming from the front. So if they have 10 mana, I'm going to get them to die on these two and hopefully get some of that mana, because I'm going to need it to activate the other trees. Okay? Because I need to activate, how much do I need to activate? Those guys are going to die with 10. 40 enemies is quite a bit. I'm going to have to activate, there's going to be this tree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 25. I guess I have to activate the other tree and send them around the other way also. So we're basically going to try and get them to die on all of these trees. Let me put a teleport here. So this entire thing is about playing around with the enemies, these walls, and I also have to make sure that I get the mana from the other group. Let me pause. The best friend you have is pausing in these levels with all of the enemies chasing you, because you really want to get some of this mana. This is gonna be very tricky. How are we gonna do this? That was too late. I need these guys to die. I need some time. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, there you go. That didn't quite work exactly as I wanted to, but let's see what we do here. I activated some of those trees. I need to activate a few more of these. The only problem is I can't get that mana now. Yeah, see, this is not quite gonna work the way that I want. I feel like I changed the balance for this. Those guys were really far behind. Maybe I need to knock those guys down, or I need to close the wall first. Oh, wait, no, that might be what I need to do. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna restart this. I think this changed a little bit also. What I need to do, we're gonna play around with these enemies a lot. I'm gonna put a teleport there. I kill all of these guys. I need to run past this and drop. I need to close this wall right now. If I close this wall, those guys turn around and go the other direction, which is what I need. Because I need to kill all 10 of these guys before the other ones reach me. That's what I need. So I can activate this one too. These guys are coming towards me. There's only 10. So if I close that wall first, these guys are coming in. We're going to get all of this mana, because I really needed to make sure these guys died. But the other ones were so close to me, there's nothing I could really do. I also need to slow these guys. I have to start activating trees now because I can't pick up all the mana. So let's go back down. We're gonna absorb all these ones. Oh my god, I almost thought that guy was gonna get me. So we're back full flush on mana. I'm gonna teleport away. Now these guys are gonna come all the way back. Now I have to be very careful about this because I can't close this wall until they get through all these trees. I forgot about other fun details. TimeMelters was my 269th plat. I made sure not to plat anything else. Really? 269? That's pretty good. That is pretty good, Devilman. Hey, Happy Kittens, how you doing? Purple Zane, welcome in. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm gonna drop this here. So now, once they're in these trees, I'm gonna close this wall, and that sends them the other way. So I think we rebalanced this level also, because it used to be a bit different. I have more than enough mana, but the main trick was to put a teleport back here, close this wall first, sending the other enemies away, bring the other 10 enemies forward so that they die on these 2 trees. Make sure you're activating the other stuff so that you're able to absorb all the mana, and then you have to basically wait for this the enemies to get to this tree. If you don't do that, then it's just not going to work out for you, because you really need every single one of these trees to kill all 40 of those enemies. But there you go, that is the challenge. Wait, Devilman beat me, Jake. He gaslighted us. I thought he was working yesterday. He took the day off to play the entire game, and the fact that I played in 2 days, he got us good, Jake. He got us good. He got us good. That's awesome though. 269. All right, next, what do we got here? Survive. Enemies are chasing you again. So this one's a bit different as well. It's the same concept, but done a different way again. So let's see what we have to figure out. Again, the best way to approach these is see what mana you can get right away, and then how you can do what you can do with that mana to get more mana. You need to snowball your mana. So we have a couple of guys behind us. We're going to kill those with Drain Life really quickly. We have some enemies in front of us that we're probably going to knock back, that have a little bit of mana. The main group of concern is the 19 over here, but we're basically going to run the same play. I'm going to put a teleport back here. I have to deal with closing walls. I think I can kill these guys. The main concern is I need to get mana in order to kill those guys. I only need to activate a number of trees, but we're going to use most of our Drain Life to kill all 4 of those guys. But I'm probably going to... Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill the guys behind us. We're going to get a little bit of mana there. I'm going to knock these guys back and then run this direction and make them chase me. I'm going to drop a couple of trees here to get the mana from these 3 and the guys behind me, and then I'm going to teleport behind the wall, and we'll see how that goes. I might have to restart this. It might have to be a bit different, but we'll see how it works. So these guys, actually, they're so far away, I don't even think I need to knock them down. Although I think they run a little bit faster than I do. A little bit faster than I do. Let's see what happens. Oh, I forgot to put the teleport. Well, this might not work. Yeah, that did not work. I made a mistake there. I made a small mistake. I didn't activate the tree fast enough. I did not activate the tree fast enough. Okay. I got sidetracked by the fact that I didn't put the teleport down. So I kill these guys very quickly. We run this way. I put a teleport here. I need to activate these trees from a distance. There you go. Okay, so now I should be able to get this mana provided the right ones die. Okay, that one's dead. That was much better. That was much better. Okay, so perfect. I have to just wait in order to get the mana for this. Waiting to get the mana from these 3 guys. Wait for those guys to come all the way through here, and then we should be good. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for the last enemy to get stuck here. Then I'm going to teleport. Then I'm going to close the wall here. Then I fly up into the air, and we're going to activate the remainder of these trees, and that should be it. So this one's a bit trickier, but it's not that bad. You basically want to make sure you're activating these trees as you're running up to them, because if you don't do that, then the enemies in front of you get past this tree, and you can't actually stop them. But yeah, Jake, it happened. That is incredible, but it's okay. I love the fact that we can do this though, because it just shows how so rude. It's a fun thing that the community has, honestly. It's like a hunting rivalry almost. And there you go, everyone's dead. Fantastic, easy peasy. I didn't even have to use that last tree because I was able to use the other trees I had there. Now this challenge right over here is going to be a bit different. What do we have? What do we have for Broden Cliff? So this one over here, the Savior. This one's cool. It's going to teach you, basically you have to kind of play around with your fire spirits. They kind of attack the same enemy, because the way that they target things, it's the closest enemy or the furthest one on a path. So they sometimes, if you put 2 fire spirits in the exact same spot, they'll end up attacking the same thing. So we have 16 guys coming to Amanan over here. We have 4 graveyards. We have 4 graveyards over here that we're gonna basically build back up. Or not build back up, but we're gonna spawn all 4 of them to basically stop the corrupted from getting over here. Yo! Yo, yo, yo. Thorlar, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. The ink is incoming. Yo, Demon Kitties, Sugazilla, Go, Subo, Evil Monk, Red Laddie, welcome in. Friendly Sarah, thanks for the follow, really appreciate that. If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Duo Ryan Stream Trophy Hunter. I know Thorlar just got done playing a little bit of TimeMelters today also, and that is what I am doing as well. I actually helped make this game. I worked on this game for like 6-7 years. There's 3 of us on the core dev team. We're very proud of it. It's got really good reviews. If you look on Steam, it's 93% positive with almost 100. The thing is, it's very hard to get eyes on it, so I'm very happy I was able to get Thorlar to get into it. We've become friends very recently, and I really like the way he streams, and I love the way that he showcases games, so I really wanted to drop a sponsored stream his way. Well done, cool game. I'm glad you liked it, Thorlar. I know you were confused if you were going to play just that build. The thing with that build is we wanted to showcase the gameplay because there's a lot of exposition at the beginning of the game, and it doesn't really get into the time travel, and so we really wanted to showcase that. But I'm hoping you enjoyed the gameplay of the story when you actually got into the main build, if you ended up doing that. Yo, Bun, welcome in. You have all the reasons to be proud. Congrats on finishing it. Thank you. It was a long process. You gotta go sort some food. We'll see you later, Andy. Yo, Yazzie, nice to see you again. Welcome in. How you doing? So yeah, I worked on this game for many years. We're actually, I usually do trophy hunting, so I haven't played the game on stream outside of little things here and there. So it was fun going through the entire campaign, doing like commentary yesterday, and then today we're doing all of the challenges. So you're not going to get any story spoilers. If you want to check it out, it's actually still 40% off on PS5 for the next like 10 days. I also do, over here we do a lot of crafting. I made a Mario hat that we're giving away at the end of the year, and I started playing a lot of Final Fantasy lately, so we're doing a Final Fantasy Summons cross-stitch. We just finished Leviathan. I'm going to give this away at the end of the year. We do a ton of crafting here. I also worked on a couple of kitties. That we're giving away. So we have a book cat over here. I used to work at a bookstore, so we love reading. And I also worked on a PlayStation kitty. The cat is sleeping on some PlayStation, and so we're giving that away at the end of the year as well, on top of the Final Fantasy cross-stitch that we have going on. If anyone here does not know Thorlar, please go check him out. Awesome dude. He just got done playing my game, which was very exciting. He does a lot of indie horror games, a lot of anomaly games, but he plays a little bit of everything. He's a really cool gamer. He does a lot of achievement hunting as well, which is really cool. We love to see that. And honestly, he's got a soothing voice. He's super positive. He's very sweet. He does a lot of charity work. He's raised like $160,000 over the last 7 years, and he's on a quest to do 10 years of daily streams, which is also incredible. Please go check out Thorlar if you have not already. Thor, how you doing? I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed both builds. Story was even more satisfying since you got to see how it all ties together, right? Nice. Your kind words, aren't you? Well, thank you very much for everything, Thor. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully you end up continuing it, even if you play it offline. And not to mention, the game is entirely co-op, and you can play cross-play. So you can play PC and PlayStation together, and there's a Friends Pass on PC. So you can play co-op with only 1 copy of the game. You don't even need 2. Did you decide what to do with Crisis Core and Rebirth yet? I have no idea, Yona. So we're going through Final Fantasy VII right now. I've never played Final Fantasy VII before Evil Monk, so I did Remake first, and then we're going to do the OG. So I'm starting that on Monday. I'm very excited to see how it all comes together, because never playing before, not knowing the story, only knowing the character names and not really knowing what's going on, like, the exposition of Remake was really cool to see, because I knew nothing, and it was a big surprise to me. So playing the OG is going to be very interesting. Wait, you're doing I don't know, Devilman. I don't know. Anyways, so let's get back to the challenges here. It gave me the vibe of Fables and Warcraft 3, like lovely atmosphere, lost to the modern times. Yeah, that's true. The thing is, we also tried, if you played more of the campaign, Thorlar, every level is very dynamic and super different. And we got that from Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3 is a super dynamic campaign. Sure, you're doing the same thing RTS style, but every single time you're getting into a level, the gameplay is vastly different. And so that's what we try to approach with on TimeMelters also. Every level is showing you different mechanics, different spells, different concepts and stuff like that, which is really cool. And so we really wanted to make it. Thank you very much for that gift sub to Monk over there. Sorry, Monk, thank you very much for the gift sub to Thorlar. I really appreciate that. And so we tried to make it as dynamic as possible. Thorlar, enjoy the emotes and ad-free viewing. Do us scared of long games? They're so long. It said you decided. They asked if I decided what to do. I thought you want to ask about the order you're doing them in. Yeah, he's just going to start listing thousands of hours of games to distract you. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, so that's what we tried to go for with this game. Okay, challenges. We're back on This is the Broden Cliff Challenge 3. So we have to save Amanan. Our main goal is to try and get some mana on this side so that we can we have the pawns over here that have souls, and we're going to try and grab both of these souls and come across to the other side. And we're going to use those to use Wrath. We have the Wrath spell, which doubles our range and attack power, and we're gonna use that to kill all of these guys in order to help save Amanan over here. So let's go back down. We're gonna quickly kill the pawns over here. I have a ton of rewinds, but I won't necessarily need all of them. I'm gonna kill these guys really quick. We're gonna get my drain life back. So how far did you end up making it into the story mode, Thorlar? I don't know. I know you only had 90 minutes. I don't know if you went over that, if you're really enjoying your time. I had Coco Confession play last night, and they ended up jumping into the main campaign because they were having a lot of fun with the build. So I got all the mana that I want. There's no real reason to do anything else, mainly because Amanan is getting attacked and he's about to die. So we're going to go back in time over here, and we're going to come up this way. Now, what I want to do is use my... I'm going to use my soul mana to turn into the wolf over here. We're gonna get our speed boost. I need to kill this guy, and then I need to Wrath over here. So we're going to Wrath. We're going to Wrath. And then we're going to, here we go, kill all these guys with my Wrath. Protect you. Okay, now that those guys are all there, I need to activate the Moonstone over here. I was about to activate it. I didn't quite get there. Let me activate it now. So the Moonstone is going to draw in all the mana. It doesn't create mana, it just moves it. So it's going to bring all the mana over here, and what I need to do is absorb it. And then we're going to go save him. Yo! Oleg? What's up, Oleg? How you doing? Okay, I'm going to go back in time one more time. Now that we have all the mana, I can come back up here, and now I can save him, because they run so fast. You might as well go back in time just to give yourself a bit of time to fly over here and summon everything you need. We almost have him at Rebirth, yet he even considered skipping Remake hard mode and playing Rebirth instead of... I did think of that for a moment. Anyways, now that all of these guys are kind of awakened, I'm going to summon some fire spirits and then come back here to absorb more mana. So now these guys are all distracted, and you want to spread out your placement of the fire spirits just in case any of the enemies kind of peel off and decide to go attack the fire spirits. You don't want them to be too close because they only have one hit, and so you really want to spread them out so they don't die. But that should be enough to kill these. We have tons of undead bone walkers to kind of save us, and then that's basically that. Dom the Mayor's challenge. You should skip OG and do a first play of Rebirth, and then do OG and then Crisis Core, and then clean up the remake plats. It's so much Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I could do that. It's so much. What did Emino say? I didn't know Yami was... Yeah, Yami's gonna play Final Fantasy VII, also Devilman. Make it a double-decker sandwich. A double-decker. After you dinner, but I do hope you have an amazing stream. Yo, Yazzie, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Enjoy your dinner. We'll see you later. Thorlar, thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. You'll play too. Let's all do it. Oh my god, so much Final Fantasy. So much Final Fantasy. Okay, we got 3 levels left. Also, guys, I'm doing, for anyone popping in on the raid, if you're still chilling, we are doing a giveaway for keys. I'm doing one more giveaway at the end of this. We have 3 more levels to get, well, 3 more main levels to get through, so 9 more challenges. If you do exclamation point ticket, you'll get into the giveaway. We're giving away either a PlayStation key or a Steam key. It's your choice, so get those tickets and get a chance to win one of the Steam or PlayStation keys for TimeMelters. And it's also 40% off on PS5 still for the next week. It was exhausting, I won't lie, but the experience was so worth it. 350 hours of FF7, a lot. Kill the plagues without moving. So this one's kind of like some of the other challenges, but it's a bit different. You're currently doing it. I've been playing FF7 OG before, so my order is a little different. Yeah, you're doing a little... Did you start Rebirth yet? No, you're still on Remake, no? I can't believe you're playing all the games at the same time. That makes no sense, Devilman. Get that ticket, Happy Kitten. So we need to shoot the plague. So this one, what you want to do is... what do we have here? You'll get teleported near 2 soul mana in the next timeline. So what do I have here? Okay, we have 2 soul mana already. I'm going to activate the Wrath here. And then I'm going to go back in time. Once I do this, I'm going to get 2 more mana. And I'm going to be able to use the orb. Then the Wrath shows up, and then you kind of combo it, and then that's basically the entire challenge. That's all you really need to do. And then you see the range increase. You kind of combo the Wrath with the orb together. It was a little bit trickier before. Josie, get that ticket. That is what is commonly known as Devilman Order. Every game at once, not really understanding any of them. Yeah, just playing Remake first, but I'll start Rebirth as soon as you're done with the Remake. Okay. Are you going to do the hard mode first? So the idea originally, yo, Overruler, get that ticket. The original idea was to do Remake, OG, Remake hard mode. The new order might be, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't even own Rebirth yet, but it might be Remake, Remake, OG, Rebirth, and then hard mode, Remake, Rebirth back to back. But I don't know if I have it in me to do that. Well, you got to take it now, Overruler. You got to take it now. Okay, next challenge. Try to survive while enemies are always chasing you. This is the hardest chase. This is the hardest challenge where the enemies are always chasing you. There's only like 3 or 4 of them. You saw 2 of them in Broden Cliff. In Elfarnus over here, this one you have a lot of enemies chasing you. You're going all over the map, and you really want to play this one strangely, or at least that's the way I play it. I play all of these strangely. You want to pause a lot in this though. So our main goal, these guys are chasing us from the back here, the 40 guys over here. So I'm going to run this way. I'm going to use my Drain Life to kill all these guys. I'm going to activate these both of these trees, and I'm going to chill over here. As the 40 enemies run towards me, they're going to get into this tree, but if we look around, there's enemies back there, there's enemies back there, there's also a small group of enemies over here. This group should reach me by the time I close the wall, so we have to be very careful about how that works. And there's also another group of pawns back there, so watch what we end up doing here. I do Drain Life, we're going to kill all these guys, perfect. We're going to activate these trees, and what I also want to do is make sure I put a teleport up here so that I can come back on the other side of this wall. Yeah, I'll do hard mode first. I want to finish the plat before I move on to Rebirth. Okay. See, that's the thing. I would kind of want to do that. I was thinking of also just doing Rebirth in next year. Okay, so we're going to close the wall here. And then these guys show up. We're going to Drain Life them quickly. At least they die very fast to Drain Life, but the timing for that is very tricky. Now, if we pause again, we can see that these guys got stuck in the tree. They're getting dead, and they're already running down this way. So we're going to run down this direction and try and kill these guys because they give me more souls. I'm going to use those souls in order to make an orb afterwards. But what we need to do is allow these guys to catch up. They're so far away. You clearly see that Duo played this a lot of times. My decision making is way slower than that when pausing, when opening the pause mode. Yes, Storm, I've played this a lot. I played this a lot. Storm, how you doing today? Welcome in. What is up? Okay, let's go back down. We're going to run this direction now. We're going to run this direction. And we're going to try and kill as many of the gigantic group of pawns as possible. Because the biggest problem with that is that I mean, there's just so many of them. You need to use as many trees as possible. So what I'm going to do is kill these guys. They're going to give me back some of my Drain Life, which is useful. We're going to run down here. I'm going to activate this tree. Now, I'm going to use all of my spells at my disposal to get away from these guys. First, I'm going to use my spirit, my shadow form ability to kind of stealth through. Now, if I pause again, you'll see that these guys are running towards you, right? But the group of pawns, the group of bonewalkers, these are the ones that I want. I want to run into those because I need all of that soul mana to do my big combo of Wrath and the Death Orb. So we're going to let these guys get towards me. I don't want to necessarily attack them now because there's no point. 5 of them are going to get stuck. I'm going to wait till they get a lot closer. Then we're going to wolf past. We're going to wolf past. We're going to get all the way over here. I'm going to come back up. We're going to spin around. I'm going to do the Drain Life here. Oh boy, that was close. I should have got further away. Now, we're going to activate this tree. We're going to activate this tree. These guys are going to get stuck in there. And then we're going to teleport. We're going to teleport over there. Now, this is what we want. This is what we want. Now, watch this. I'm going to jump up into the air. I'm going to drop an orb back here. Then I'm gonna do Wrath, and we're gonna drain life this orb as it's following them. Now that didn't kill everything, but that's fine. I did a lot of damage. Now what we can do is basically just overload this entire area with fire spirits, and that should finish them off. I could have done it before. I could have did it before while they could have been attacked by all of these while I was while they were like getting attacked by the death orb and stuff. But yeah, this is definitely the play. You kind of zoom around the map all over the place. But yeah, the decision making, it takes a little while to figure that stuff out. I think I one-shotted this this challenge too after it was created. But yeah, it's like reading a book chapter 15926. That's so weird, Yona. Yeah, that's kind of true, I guess, but I've already read the book once, so I know how it goes. So I'm rereading the book while I read the new interpretation of it. That's true, Devilman. The Final Fantasy interpretation of everything. Storm, how you doing today? It's nice to see you. So we got another one over here. Save the villager without moving. This one isn't necessarily hard, but you have to think of everything in a weird order, I would say. Pretty good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Storm. It's been a lot of fun going through all this. I also owe you guys 2 wheel spins from yesterday, from all the love with the gift subs and the resubs. So I'm going to do those 2 wheel spins at the end of stream, and we'll see. Maybe we get some extra time. I have to work on the trophy guide after this that I'm going to post over the weekend, hopefully. Yo, Daniel, get that ticket. Anyone else that wants a ticket into the giveaway, we're giving away a key for either PlayStation or Steam, whichever one you prefer. I like seeing the different versions of FF7 alongside each other. I feel like it highlights the changes in things, yeah? So let's see, what do we got here? I have 3 mana already on me, and these guys, they're getting chased. Now, if you notice, there's 2 mana in the first group here. And then there's 10 mana over here. So how do I do this again? I need to activate the Moonstone over here. I have to activate the Moonstone over there, and I'm going to activate both of these trees. I think I have to activate them in a different order. I want first to make sure I get the extra mana over here. You want to make sure you get the extra mana over here. How did you find this one? This is a weird one. You'll see how I do this, Devilman. I'm going to activate the Moonstone. You're going to see how I do this. What you want to do, going to be very, very strange. What you want to do, from what I believe I remember, you want to let this guy basically die. You're going to wait to activate this, and you're going to drop it right here. Actually, I might have did that wrong. Give me a second. Let me restart that. There is, what am I supposed to do? I need to, because, okay, no, actually, that's right. I need to do them early, I believe. I need to do them pretty fast. And I'm pretty sure most of these guys don't run into this. If I do that one quickly, yeah, we're going to create time distortion, but not in a bad way. I'm pretty sure this is what I need to do. If this guy goes forward, he's going to start getting attacked by this. But since these guys are getting chased, these 2 should get into this tree before these guys do. But I'm going to create some time distortion. Okay, so that goes there. Both of those guys die. They give me the mana that I want, which is basically what I need. So we need all of the time rewinds for this. I needed to do that quick though, because now we're going to do something completely different. So we're waiting for this mana. I'm doing good, Nato. How you doing? Welcome in. I have my... Yeah, you do have your name on a challenge. You do, Storm. We worked with Storm on Sang Froid. He's another he's another game developer. He works in Montreal as well. Okay, so we're gonna go back in time. Now watch what we do here. I'm gonna create time distortion. I need to get this mana. So we have 10 guys here. The reason why I activated these trees right away is because I need to draw these guys into the tree so that all of them die. All of them die, so I can get the mana here. That's what we need. That's what we need. So this guy can actually outrun these guys pretty good. He's going to get to the plague almost. And what we're going to do is use the 3 mana in order to convert this dude to save them. He just turned around. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back. No, I can't go back yet. Let me go back down to my body. We're going to absorb the souls here. And now what I need to do is convert. Are you winning? We're trying our best. We're trying our best. Now, if I convert the plague, he should attack the villagers here. This one is a very tricky challenge. So if I convert this guy before I do the fire spirit, that should, yeah, it pulls them away. He kills those guys, and then most of these guys get stuck in the trees, so he's able to pass through. This is what happens. Now this guy's gonna pull aggro from the other ones, and that should get the winning. We are winning pretty good, Queen. We are winning pretty good. You're doing good, Nato? Just chilling? Very nice. Nato, do you mainly just play on Xbox, right? Twinkle Toe, how's your day going? Get that ticket. Get the tickets, guys. So there you go. That's the challenge. So Devilman, like, how long did it take you to figure that weird one out? Because it's all an order of operations. Also, there's always one straggler. It shouldn't matter. He should chase him. Or does he not chase him? Oh, yeah, he does chase him. Yeah, so that should be good. There's always one straggler. I don't know why. Anyways, he's still dead. We still win. Boom. He just, like, gut punched him in the side there. Alfarnus, challenge 3. Very nice, very nice. We got 6 more to go. So again, even knowing exactly what I'm doing, it still takes almost 4 hours to get through all of these. So going through and trying to figure everything out as you're going along, I still have 6 more to do. It'll probably take, I don't know, anywhere between 4 and I guess 12 hours, depending on how much you get stuck. But it can be a bit tricky. You really have to wrap your brain around the different mechanics of the game. Kill all the bone walkers without moving. So some of these ones are actually very quick. They take maybe a minute to do. The longer challenges that have big fights and a lot of enemies that you have to deal with and run around and try and get mana and go back in time, took me a couple of tries. But on the can't move challenges, there's only so much you can do. The can't move ones are not that bad, and they're kind of derivative of each other. It's either like, you know, do one spell first or attack first and then do the other spell and line up your stuff, and it kind of teaches you weird things you can do that might not be amazing. So here, watch this. Basically what I'm doing here is just using my drain life and hoping I hit everybody as they come down the hill here, and then I do a couple of attacks just in case I might miss a few. Now what I'm doing here, I'm going back in time, and what I need to do is activate my Wrath. So now I activate my Wrath so that my Echo is basically using everything, and then there you go. But if you don't know what you're doing, it might take you 1 or 2 tries to do it, because you're like, what's happening? And then you're like, oh, that's what I need to do. So you kind of have to fail to almost figure out what you need to do, because the first time you jump in there, you're like, what do I have to do? And then you see it, and then you're like, oh. So it's a really cool, like, aha moment, but at the same time, it's like it took you 50 tries, right? They were fun little puzzles, though. I like doing it. There's only so much you can do. I feel like I'm able to narrow things down pretty quickly. That's what you need to do. You need to narrow what your options are. Like I said before, see what mana is readily available to you. See what spells are available to you. See what objects in the map are available to you. There's only so many options you can do. So you really want to analyze what you have at your disposal in order to kind of succeed. And yeah, it's on PS5 right now, Nato. It's on PS5, but you can get it on Steam also. It's not on Xbox at the moment. I'm not sure if it will end up going on Xbox. It might, but I can't definitely answer that question. Work has been hectic for you these past 2 weeks, yeah? Are you done with the training at least, Twinkle Toe? Are you done with the training? Okay, Kamor, kill all the bone walkers without moving. So this is another kind of challenge like this. The Kamor challenges go really quick, except for the third one. How did you find the third challenge in Kamor, Devilman? Did you find it very challenging? He did them in the wrong order a couple of times. The last challenge in this is quite hard. Tome 2 depends on the success of this one. Pretty much, Storm. Pretty much. Kill the bone walkers without moving. We're going to get teleported over here to this mana very quickly. So this one is a bit different. We have 4 mana that's here. So this one, I can't do anything. So this one is a bit different. We need to do an orb and the Wrath. So I need to attack here. Give myself a little bit of time. We're just gonna attack. You want to attack. Also, I could use the drain life. Hopefully this ends up working. So I'm gonna try and do this. Hopefully we hit an orb, and then I'm gonna do one last thing of spirit strikes, and then we'll go back in time. So you want to give your Echo enough chances in order to actually get the hit. So we're gonna do Wrath first, and then I'm gonna zoom over here and do the orb. So I really want to line up where my shots are going. And I should switch. There you go. So do I hit it? Yeah, I got it. They die so fast, you don't even see it. But yeah, that's what you need to do. You're due for a vacation, Twinkle Toe? Yeah, but I've been showing my coworker things here and there, yeah. Is that the huge one? This one is pretty rough. There's a gigantic wave of enemies in this one, Devilman. The third one was definitely one of the hardest challenges. It took me a lot of tries to get that one right. Probably the longest challenge, honestly, because it's the opposite of the can't move ones. It's a massive map with so much going on. There's a lot. And this one, so every other time you do this level, oh yeah, there's also the challenges. What did you pick? What perk did you pick? What perk did you pick? I'm curious, Devilman. Which one did you pick? Because there's a lot of perks here. You have almost all of them at your disposal. Pretty much always took Agony Beam. In this one, you want the Iron Grip. The extra enemies here. Although we don't have that much Spirit Mana. Actually, you want to know what could have been good for this one? I'm silly. That might actually not be the play. I'm gonna try this out. That one's good, but I only have so much Soul Mana. There's only 6 in the entire map. So I can convert twice. And if we're looking at the other map, mana, we have 5 here, and we have 7 here. So the biggest problem is that this guy isn't really going to kill that many of these dudes. So that's going to be the biggest problem. Because I'm not going to get all of that mana until much later. The Agony Beam is always a good pick for sure. But we'll see what happens here. A lot of these are... Yeah, a lot of these are pawns, so it's not really that bad. Although the pawns I can kind of go and help kill, but that's about it. So these guys, let's see, we have 3 time rewinds. So our main goal is to try and get as much mana as possible at the beginning of this level. We're going to use our Drain Life here to kill these guys. We're going to get that. We're going to come all the way over here, kill all these guys, and get all our Drain Life. Get all our Drain Life. Maybe the balance for this actually changed, but maybe I'll have to think about how this works. Okay. Let me pause and see where we're at. But taking Agony Beam was kind of a default. It was hard to know what to pick without seeing the map. Did you go back and change it, though? It's always a solid choice. Usually the trees are a solid choice also. I'm going to convert a lot of these dudes. Oh, they have mana also. So I'm going to convert a lot of those. They ended up killing quite a few of those. Okay, what we want to do is go back. I definitely want to activate the Moonstone. The other option for a very good spell would have been the one that gives you mana for activating the Moonstones. That could be very useful. Now our main goal would probably be to try and pick up that mana. I need to use all that mana in the second timeline. So we're going to come down here. I'm going to pop a teleport here. Customarily, I would probably pop a teleport there. Or actually, I probably don't even need to do that, but we'll see. Let me get this mana, and then we'll kind of adjust. This is slightly differently balanced than what I'm used to, because we did change it a little bit. There didn't used to be those guys there. I can actually probably kill these guys just to get the last little bit of mana. Although I'm pretty full, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Let me just go back in time. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to run through here, and I'm going to try and save... Actually, no, I need to do this. I'm going to convert these dudes. I'm going to save this guy in the last timeline. What I need to do is... let me Fire Spirit here and close that wall. I have to Fire Spirit here too to draw them down there. I'm going to close this wall. Okay, so I Fire Spirit down here. Oh, why are you attacking them? Thank you. Activate that tree. Okay, well, that's... I'm going to fix that time distortion later. Now, my main goal here... Actually, let me draw these guys up. I'm kind of changing everything all the time. I'm going to draw these guys up. I'll activate the trees next timeline. So I'm going to come down here. My main goal right now is I'm going to put a teleport down here so I can save these dudes. I also want to kind of wait long enough. This might not help me. I need that mana. I really need that mana badly. I kind of want to go back and try and get that. I don't know if Amadan's going to die, though. I'm playing this one a bit differently. Again, sometimes these change a lot. Where the hell's the other teleport? There you are. I don't know if I'll make it in time. He's dead. He's dead. Amadan's almost getting attacked. Hopefully, I'm get close enough to draw this. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we should be fine. Actually, right, I delayed them. Ah, we should be fine, we should be fine. Perfect. Okay, let's go back in time. So this wasn't exactly the smoothest, but I'm kind of like trying to figure out as I go along. So I need to teleport over here and kill all those guys. I have a lot of drain life, so that should be okay. But we're gonna have to do that very quick. Drain life, kill these guys. I don't have any more drain life, but I should be able to kill these since we have the kill Muli helping me at the same time. I'm gonna knock these guys down. We'll redraw that up. And since they one-shot most of these enemies, there you go, easy peasy. Now, what do we have to do? These guys all didn't die. I have plenty of mana now, though. And I think most of these enemies... Okay, there's that tree going there. We have a fire spirit coming up here. I'm gonna have to pay attention to this because I don't know how many of them are going to die or not. So I have to make sure that this guy doesn't die. So I'm gonna keep my camera like this just to see what happens when they start running. We have these guys coming up here. I'm gonna drop another fire spirit and I'm gonna activate both of these trees. I still have 5 mana and I can convert all of those enemies, which is what I'm gonna do because both of them kind of get attacked by these 2 kill Mulis in that death pit. So once they get hit by the trees, I'm gonna switch over to my other spells. I'm gonna convert the rest of these. I have a little bit of mana left here, so I'm just gonna deal with this right now. Yeah, see, not all of them died. So I'm going to attack these guys and draw them into the tree, and there you go. Easy peasy. No, once I was in the challenge, I just beat my head against it until I got it. You never changed it afterwards? Okay. Being able to pause and change would definitely be nice for these. I probably would have adjusted strategies a lot more often. There's a lot of ways you can approach these. I'm pretty sure I can beat that challenge with any of the perks. Just some are easier than others to beat it with. Getting all of those conversions was super useful. So that was Kamor. That was Kamor. We got the last 3. Now, Devilman said that the Fred are no, Storm. That's Storm's name. Sorry to dox you, but your name's in the game, so... I'm pretty sure it's in the credits also as a special contributor. Kill all enemies without echoes or spell improvements. So basically all 3 of these are almost exactly the same. They just get harder and harder. So you have 2 echoes and a spell improvement, a perk. Then you have 1 echo and a perk. And then you have no echoes and no perks. So you kind of have to do the same level 3 times in a row. This challenge was rough for you. I'm going to beat it right now. And then, so basically you can... If you can beat this one, you can beat the other ones the exact same way. And I'm going to show you how to beat the hardest version first. I'm going to show you how to beat the hardest version first. You just have to play around with the enemies. But it's hard to wrap your brain around what you can and what you should do. So playing this game in the main story, something happens in the middle of it, and it kind of flips it on its head, and you have to deal with some stuff. I loaded this up and was like, oh, this is impossible? But you eventually did it, Devilman. What did you do? Just imagine Devilman shaking his fist in anger. Damn you, Fred Arno. Okay. Sorry, man. I didn't decide which challenge was mine. That's true. That's true. So there's a lot of enemies over here. Lots of enemies. Now, most people would think maybe go take the Void Stone and go backwards, but that is not the right play. You want to go forward. You want to go forward. Let them come to you. Let them come to you. Now, the main trick is that you really, really, really want to put your teleport, because you cannot die here, and you have to wait for that Moonstone to be activated. Over a course of time, this Moonstone will get activated, and it will bring in all the mana that's over there by that gigantic beam of light. That's another village that has a bunch of mana kind of floating around it. So our main goal would be to come over here. This is already not what I did. This is already not what you did. Watch, Devilman. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. What did you do, though? Out of curiosity. Again, there's multiple ways to do this. I came up with this strategy, like, not even that long ago. Maybe a year ago, year and a half? I always used to go backwards, and this is definitely the best way to do it. So I'm going to kill these guys. It definitely helps having spell improvements. Without the spell improvements, it's a little rough. I'm going to put a teleport spot here. I'm going to kill these guys. I have to kill these guys really quick. They also take a long time to kill, which is really rough. Now, what I need to do is do my Wrath. Spawn those guys. They're going to get attracted to me now. Now I come this way and I kill these guys to get a little bit more mana, which will help. I have to kill these guys very quickly. Okay. And then I need to kill these guys. I have 3 seconds left. I need the more mana. I need these guys all dead. Please, 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 please. Okay. Then these guys are running towards me. I need to convert them. I'll convert them underneath the trees. Without spell improvements, this is much tougher. So there you go. Now I just kind of wait here and sit. We're at 70% for the Moonstone. Also, this level is very dark. I apologize about that. I think I was supposed to increase my brightness, but I did not. This game doesn't do that. You have to go into the options to increase the brightness. But anyways, so we're at 76%. Wait and sit. Wait and sit. Wait and sit. But we're at 80%. Now they're all dead. I need to run. I want to make sure that I get them as far as possible so that when they turn around, I still have time to use some of the trees. We're at 86%. 80, 90%. Okay, I'm gonna teleport now. Boom. Now we're all the way back here. Now, there's a couple of things I could do. How much mana am I even getting? Let's have a look. If I come all the way to the village over here, I have quite a bit of mana that's coming my way. So we're gonna sit and wait for that. I could go up there and draw them in, but then I don't really have an escape. Actually, no, I do have an escape. I have the wolf. Let me come up over here. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, but we could still do this. Ideally, I'm able to use the trees, but we'll see. So this is infinitely easier on some of the other timelines. You don't have to use any time travel in order to beat these. Okay, let me get this mana. Okay, let me zoom up. Okay, so I missed the trees, but I could take a fire spirit, draw them in this way. Please. Thank you. Okay, that draws them back. I didn't get everyone though, so I'm gonna do those over there. Okay, so we activate both of these trees. I'm gonna activate this last tree too. We raise the undead here, and I have a little bit more mana. Perfect. So these guys are gonna come back. Those guys get put in the tree there. These guys are getting attacked by this. Now what I can do is activate these last two trees. We're gonna go back down. I have a little bit of drain life left, so what I can do, where am I? I'm up here. Okay, perfect. What I can do is Wrath again. I don't know if they're gonna come after me, but we can Wrath again and then finish off the remainder of these enemies. I could have converted them also, but it's fine. We'll just do this. So how did you approach this, Devilman? It must have been much different, I would imagine. I could have converted them again too, and then let them all kind of fight each other, but there you go. Red or nose challenge. That is not what you did at all. Basically, you just want to delay as long as possible. You can do the same thing in the other ones, or you can keep going back in time and kind of do everything. So basically, all of the other two challenges are just easier versions of this one. If we go to the first one, we have 2 echoes. I can go back in time, but again, if you delay the enemies as long as possible, then it's just a lot easier. And the fact that you have the perks helps a lot too. I could get the agony beam one that allows me to keep my my drain life longer, which is much more beneficial in this level, because as you saw, I was running out of drain life to kill all of the enemies as I was walking towards them. I had to use my blast ability to knock them down, to wait to get the mana to increase my drain life again. I can also use Iron Grip, but I think I'm going to take Agony Beam. So I activated the blue portal, then ran down and killed the guys in the graveyard. Set a teleport outside the graveyard, aggro the mob, and run up the hill and kill the 4 guys at the top and try to draw them up to the very edge. Warp down, orb. Hey, it worked. I used to do stuff like that too, Devilman. I used to do the exact same thing, and it's a legitimate strategy. It's so much more, it's so much easier to just kind of walk forward because they all walk towards you. And the fact that you're wrathing to draw them in, and then you're already double strength in order to kill all the remaining guys, it's very useful. When you're about to grab me and run to the yellow portal to get back to the blue one at the start, yeah. Yeah, I've done that too. I've done that also. That one's not bad. I can do that for the next one. How about that? Well, I'll show everyone that other way because I used to do that as well. But I feel like there's so much, it's a little bit harder to do. But we'll see. I'll try it again. I'll try it again. Now the better question is, do I do this one that makes it last longer, or do I do the one that gives me more mana back for absorbing a soul? For absorbing a soul, I don't know. The more drain life is very useful because it lasts so much longer, right? And that could help. because right now I have a lot more than I had before. So it should be a lot easier, but this is going to be the exact same strategy as the last time. I put a teleport over here. It's going to be that much easier because I have the drain life that lasts a lot longer. I could just kill these guys and not really worry about it. I still have 7 seconds. They're just too far out of my range. Kill these guys nice and good. Yeah, see, I didn't even run out. I didn't even have to use my blast ability. That was much easier. And then I have all the mana and use the trees and stuff as the mob comes back up the hill. That was very tight timing, yeah. It's always very tight timing. Again, everything is quite tricky. But again, we can approach this one a bit differently, honestly. I could approach this one a bit differently. I could teleport back, and then, like, I can use my time rewind this time if I really want to. I don't necessarily need to. Again, I can approach all of these levels exactly the same as what I just did. Okay, run away. Because the strat is more or less the same. Delay until the moonstone arrives. It's just, once you do these, can't wait for TimeMelters cart though, imagine. My god, going back in time, how would that work? How would that work in a karting game? That would be very interesting. Okay, these guys are chasing me again. I could knock them down also. These guys are very much chasing me. We'll knock them down, giving me myself a little bit more time. Okay, we're gonna go back over here. I'm gonna come back down this way. These guys are going to, the moonstone is active. I heard it activate. It's all gonna fly in, and we'll have to do all of this. It took you a couple of tries to get it down, yeah? See, the thing is with this challenge, if you do it backwards, then you know the strat to do, because if you beat the hardest one, you could beat the easier ones with the exact same strategy. But when you're doing it 1, 2, 3, it gets harder and harder and harder, and makes you refine your strategy, which is a very interesting way to approach everything. Like, I definitely like that about our game. Yo! Lady Luna D, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Char Omega, Gogs, how you doing? Twist, my nips. How are you? Welcome in, everyone. Thank you very much for the raid, Luna D. I really appreciate that. If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Duo, Variety Streaming Trophy Hunter, and we're playing my game right now. It's a lot of fun. I'm very happy that it finally came out on PlayStation. I'm going to try this one a bit different. We're actually almost done today. It's a bit of a shorter stream. We're trying to get the platinum for it. I only have 1 challenge left after this. So if you don't know me, again, I do video game development. I am a animator. I've been working on TimeMelters for the last 6-7 years, and I'm very happy that this came out on PlayStation because I get the platinum now. Yo, Earthling, how you doing? Welcome in. I do a lot of crafting here also. I've been going through Final Fantasy VII as well. I know Luna D is a big JRPG fan. I work on some cross stitches. I did a little kitty here that we're giving away at the end of the year, along with a little book one because we love reading. And then I also started a Final Fantasy cross stitch that we're giving away. We started with Leviathan, and yeah, we have a giveaway going for keys for this. If you want to get in on the giveaway, you can do exclamation point ticket. We're giving away Steam and PlayStation 5, or at least 1 key. We have 1 more key to give away. We're going to do that once we get the plan. You guys popped in right at the right time because we have 1 more challenge to do, and I'm going to do it a bit differently than the way I did it right now. I kind of converted 2 groups. I spawned the undead, and they're kind of all fighting each other. So this one was done a bit differently, and we should be good. Yes, do exclamation point ticket. You can get in on the ticket on the giveaway and get a chance to win a free copy of TimeMelters. It just came out on PS5. It's got a 40. Oh, one guy lived. Let me activate this tree. So if you don't know TimeMelters, it is a hero defense time travel game. And we're going to use the time travel after this, I believe. I didn't really use the time travel in this. We're kind of using, it's a hero defense. So you're a witch with time travel powers, and you can you use spirits to spawn different elemental demons like fire spirits and earth spirits. You can summon trees to yeet enemies into the air. It's really cool. If anyone here does not know Luna D, please go check her out. Awesome streamer, really cool VTuber. Does all kinds of JRPGs, does some scary games with one of their friends. They don't play them, they just react to all the spooky stuff. And yeah, they play all different kinds of stuff. They were going through some Mass Effect. They just started the Mass Effect Legendary Edition recently, so if you want to jump in on that, you can see it. And Gogs, you got the hot take. The hot take today was that orange juice with pulp is better. Do you agree? Do you disagree? This is a little kind of what do you mean type of card game. It's a party card game that I got. And so yeah, orange juice is better with pulp. What do you guys think? Do you agree? You like the pulp? It's a very divisive one. You disagree? Most people, it's all over the place actually. Some people love the pulp, some people hate it. Yeah, I watched a bit of this game when you played yesterday. I picked up a copy. Oh, I really appreciate that, Luna D. Hopefully you enjoyed. It also has full-on co-op. So you can play the entire co-op campaign with a friend. It's got a friend's pass on PC, and it's cross-play. So you can play PC and PS5, and you can even play PS5 and the PC friend pass, which is really, really cool. I put the pulp on your pizza? Hard disagree? I like the pulp, but I don't have a preference. Fair enough. The pulp is acceptable in Orangina, but otherwise, bad sensory. Yeah, Shadows. All right, we have one more challenge to do, and that should be the Platinum Trophy. So it did take us up almost 4 hours to do every single challenge. Yeah, it has crossplay. It's got crossplay co-op, which is really cool. So don't forget, get your tickets. Get your tickets. You can get a free copy. So we're going to do this slightly different. This is the last challenge. We're doing challenge 2, Claudenvale. I could approach every single one of these exactly the same way, but we're going to do it a bit differently. We're going to do it a bit differently than we did last time. It might be a bit harder doing it this way also. It must have taken you a few times to do that, Devilman. Yo, Nella Doodle, thank you very much for the follow. Mia recommended I come over. Well, thank you, Nella. I appreciate that. Mia just actually won a copy of TimeMelters. So what are we going to do? I think I'm still going to take Agony Beam because the rewind time, I could take the Iron Grip, or I could take the Absorb a Soul, charges your drain life more. Now, the whole thing with this is, so throughout the entire game, you get perks, and there's 28 perks, but you can only take 9 of them throughout the entire campaign. So you can really kind of make cool combos and have a drastically different experience to this game than other people, because you can approach it so many different ways, and the perk system helps you approach it in different ways also, which is really awesome. Yeah, I did for sure. Okay, so Agony Beam. I'll do the Agony Beam because it'll make it last longer. I'm going to do this a completely different way than I did the last 2 times. It'll help with the fact that I have time rewind and perks. Without the time rewind, you can still do it this way, but it's a lot harder. I'm going to put the teleport over here. Wait, do I want the teleport there? I guess I could put it there. It's fine. So what are we doing? I'm going to take the portal over here. We're going to come out this way. And I'm going to attack these guys from the rear. We're attacking them from the rear end. Okay, so we're going to kill these guys from the back. It's going to take most of my mana to do this, but we're going to get a little bit of it back anyways. That lasted a long time. So we have 2 of these. I could do an orb if I wanted, but it takes a lot longer to do this. I could use my teleport also. We could do this a much different way for sure as well, since we do have a time rewind. But here, I might have some time to do this. We'll see how it works out. I haven't done this way in a long time. I have not done it this way in a long time. There's the conversion, the Shadow Queens here. Okay, we get a little bit more back. I have a lot of this mana right now, so I'm going to use the Wrath. This should still work, but it's going to be a bit tighter. I'm going to get all the way over here. Yeah, so I still had enough time to reach over here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw these guys in. Then I'm going to kill these ones to get more mana. And now I'm going to delay. Now I'm going to delay a lot. Check this out. So this is what Devilman did. This is what I used to do. Since we have the portal activated now, I can actually go all the way back here. They're just going to keep chasing me. They're just going to keep chasing me. And I can actually use my echo this time if I really want to. And we can check it out a different way of doing this. Just to see. So I'm gonna run all the way back over here. So you can do this in the last version also, as you saw. I mean, it helped the fact that I had so much drain life. Without the perk, this way is a lot harder, just because it was a lot easier to kill the villagers when I had that much more drain life. So I don't know, how did you end up doing it that way without the extra drain life, Devilman? So if I just keep running down this way, we're just gonna keep running. They're chasing me. They're chasing me, but where are they? Yeah, they're just crossing the bridge now, so we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna mosey along over here. Gonna mosey along down here. I'm gonna wait for them to get to me. I could go back in time and then we can really wait. Managing the drain life was a touch and go. Yeah, touch and go, touch and go. I'd really like that thing to activate. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go back in time just to show you how the time travel works. So we create an echo of ourselves, and this is gonna recreate every single thing we just did. So the moonstone is activated. That's the whole goal of this mission. You need to delay long enough for this little guy over here to do a magic spell to activate this moonstone, since we don't have mana to activate it. You didn't use Wrath though? Really? How did you draw them in then? How did you draw them in? I do not know how you drew them in. You can't reach. Did you do an orb? Oh, you might have done an orb. An orb could have helped because you have enough mana to do an orb and follow it this entire way. And then the orb in the middle of the river should work fast enough. I went forward with them and stood across the bridge. I thought you said you went backwards with this over here. So I'm very confused how you did it then. Okay, so what I'm gonna do though is we're gonna combo this. After the Wrath goes, I'm gonna wait for her to attack. I went forward with them and stood across the bridge. I thought you said you didn't go forward with them. As did you, Beta? Apparently. Okay, here comes the Wrath. She's gonna pull aggro, and check this out. There's the aggro. I'm gonna drop this now, and now I'm gonna start attacking them. So I'm doing this a much different way. There's only 6 of them left. There's only 6 of them left. I'm gonna friggin' do Wrath again, and now I'm gonna continue attacking them. Because the range is so much further. Actually, there's a lot more than 6. What the hell? Okay, well, whatever. I have so much mana, it doesn't even matter. That should be it. This is what you get for time traveling, pretty much. So she's kind of running off. No one's even chasing her anymore. No one's even chasing her anymore. But that's it. Everyone's dead. So I still did it a completely different way, but yeah. She turns them, I shot them across the bridge, and then ran up through the cemetery. Oh. Oh, never mind. You did it. So I thought you said you did the Void Stone. I thought you said you did the Void Stone, or you did the Void Stone the other way. There you go. One with the flow. I am one with the flow. Boom. Platinum trophy. 2 days. Devilman still beat me, but at least I'm there. Platinum, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Rain him down. I platinumed my own game, and it finally happened. I'm very excited the fact that I actually have a game on PlayStation, which is friggin' sick. I didn't think that would ever happen because, like, making indie games, a lot of the times we just do PC. And porting stuff is a completely different experience. And I'm glad we got the experience we did. Hopefully we can continue making games. Obviously, it all depends on the success of the games that we are creating now. You need to stay afloat. They need to make money, or you need to keep getting funding. And in order to get more funding, you need to be successful. Yo, Vince! Yeah, it is sick. It is sick that we have it on PlayStation. Yeah, it's awesome, Duo. Thank you. Thank you, Mia. Yo, Rochelle. Hi, how you doing? That's something off the bucket list for sure. Yeah, having a game on PlayStation, that's awesome. Honestly, it's such an insane feeling